Ladies, if you misbehave, you got to come to the timeout room and you're going to get paddled. My beautiful African queens, my butter almond and butter pecan, my caramel, my guave, my chocolate fudge, my African buttercream, my pina colada, my caramel, my cinnamon, my nutmeg queens. If you misbehave, you got to come and get 3 strokes. Oh, yes, with the RBG paddle.
All right, y'all didn't want to start the Cook Crush Chat. Shout out to Black Marl, that's y'all's principal. I've got a lot to get into this evening. Hope you all enjoyed your day. All right, shout out to everyone inside the Cook Crush Chat. Let's go.
Every time I turn around, there's another paint day going down. Another speech, another grand plan, another promise that began. Talking real big, talking real tall, got an answer for it all. Everybody looking to see how this story ends, wondering if the school ever opening. One day it's this, next day it's that, everybody laughing in the Cookie Crush chat. Is this the man that claims to be the boss? Every conversation turns into a cookie-free call. Ooh, the mold keeps growing. Ooh, the grass need mowing. Ooh, FDMG keeps rolling on. The Charles Principal. The Charles Principal. The one who's paddling your mom. That Charles Principal. Every week another big reveal. Every donation is money he steals. Oh, that Charles Principal. The one with the speech for every occasion. That Charles Principal. Everybody singing while the groove rolls on, trying to figure out what's going on. Always an excuse for the school's delay, a different explanation every single day. A cell phone and a park is all he needs when he should be applying for jobs on Indeed. The chat starts booming, the memes start flying. He starts screaming and you know he's lying. Scrubbing toilets, painting mold. Every year this story's getting old. Losing donors day by day. All donations increase his pay. Ooh, the mold keeps growing. Ooh, the grass need mowing. Ooh, FDMG keeps rolling on. That's y'all's principal. The one who's paddling your mom. That's y'all's principal. Every week another big reveal. Every donation is money he steals. Oh, that's y'all's principal. Everybody singing while the groove rolls on, trying to figure out what's going on. Now somebody asks one question and somehow gets a 30-minute lesson. Somebody tell me, is this your guy? 14 years and running with this lie. Cookie Crush Chat, break it down. Is that him? Is that him? That's him. That's him. Is that another live stream? That's him. That's him. Is that another speech? That's him. That's him. Is that another explanation? That's him. Well, all right then, Charles Principal. The one everybody knows by name. That Charles Principal. He keeps rolling on, and somehow the life's still holding strong. That Charles Principal. Smooth, everybody laughing and feeling the groove. That Charles Principal. That Charles Principal.
All right, shout out to Black Mario. All right, let's get going, everybody. Iceman Vamp says, whoever is in this chat ain't whoever's in this chat ain't invited to the FDMG grand opening. We haven't talked about the grand opening in a long time because it's not going to happen. But I guarantee you, based upon what Umar was saying back in 2019, February 2019, All y'all in this chat room, you're not invited. You can't come because he has a database. You guys remember that? Of all his haters. That would include all y'all. It's funny. Well, it's not funny. But these days, no one takes these grand openings seriously because he's changed them at least 21 different times based upon my research. So no one takes them seriously. If once he changes it, he's already changed it to 2027. When he changes it to 2028, it's like whatever. Okay, we've heard it and seen it before. But let's say if he opens up in 2087, okay, none of you guys are going to be allowed to come. Okay, let's be clear about that. I know I'm not going to be there. Thanks, Iceman Vamp. Okay, shout out to everyone in the Cookie Crush chat. Today we're going to go back in time. There's a video I found. I haven't actually watched all of it, but and I'm going to be taking notes while we go through this. But there's two videos. But this particular video is from 2024, and I found this video, and I was skipping through. No, what I did was I typed in a search with the AI for FDMG, and Umar has some interesting things to say about FDMG back in 2024. Okay, here we are, August 6th of 2026. The school is still not renovated. These buildings are still not renovated. There's no school. There's never been a school. And Umar is still coming up with excuses as to why progress isn't being made. So I want to play that video today. But then there's also another video more recently that I forgot to get to. And then there's also a video where Umar, from when he was in the UK, I want to make sure we get all of that in during this live stream. I don't plan on live streaming tomorrow or over the weekend unless Umar does something extraordinarily crazy. Also want to mention we did a members live today, and it was fantastic. Okay, we were talking. We were supposed to be talking about Cheyenne Bryant, but we got into what's this guy's name? Jaquel Pitts, and Jaquel Pitts issued a diploma, if you will, if that's what you want to call it, to Cheyenne Bryant. At least he was proposing it, and he has an online university. And this individual, he's interesting. He's very interesting. So people who were inside of the live stream for members only, you guys know it was wild. And that we turned that into part one. We'll turn that into a series. So we'll be getting into Cheyenne Bryant, but we'll also be getting into Jaquel Pitts. So shout out to all of the members. And then also earlier today, I did a live to give you guys my top 10 NBA top 10 all-time players. It's a list. And when you guys have some time, if you're interested, go ahead and take a look at that as well. All right. Thank you guys again for tuning on in. Shout out to everyone in the Cookie Crush chat, and also shout out to the mods. Thanks again, Iceman Vamp. TJ says he hit you with that lightning bolt. Booyah! That's what Umar says. Yeah, that's when he was doing his for sisters only. Well, yeah, it's a seminar. That's what it was. It was a support, but it's just a grooming session, and he was talking all kind of crazy stuff. He's always talking reckless. Okay, thank you, TJ. What's up, Lewis? Says he got on on dashiki pajamas. Never seen those before. Yeah. Black Anonymous said he had on pajamas, and that's the video we're going to watch. He's the pajama mama. Okay. Thanks, Lewis. Miranda also says sending peace, love, and prosperity. Thank you so much. Peace, love, and prosperity to you and to everyone inside of the Cookie Crush chat. Thank you guys so much. Also, thank you guys for all of your support here. You know, I really appreciate it. There will be some changes in about a month. And my wife and I, we've been working towards that for about 3 years, and I will have some time to be up on here. And I'll get back to working on a documentary too. I want to try to get it done by the end of the year. Okay, that's going to be the goal. A lot of work ahead of me, but I'm going to be freeing up some time. So thank you so much, and thank you guys for all of your support, and thank you for the peace, love, and prosperity, Miranda. Right back at you. Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, let's get right on into it because I don't want to keep you too long today. Let's go to, I want to finish up with when Umar was out in the UK, and he was participating in this event, and there was a march and all these other things. But there's one video that we did not get to. I'm going to be skipping through because Umar only talks at certain points, but he's shown throughout. So let's go back here. Yeah, I'll mute this. So this is him walking. It's like a sort of march. Actually, I don't think this is the right video. Okay, we already played this video. Let me pull up this other one. Here's the other one right here.
To remember what our ancestors went through, because upon their backs we stand, brothers and sisters.
Yeah, so he had security.
We come here today to let our ancestors know that we understand that they lived through us. Brothers and sisters, as we reflect on Pan Africanism, as we reflect on reparations, I want to be very clear about something. The solution for us is to go back to the village. We have to.
Yeah, he don't even take care of his own kids. He don't even have a family. Anyway, we covered this lecture where he was speaking already. Actually, no, we didn't, because he has a microphone here. Yeah, let's take a listen.
The solution for us is to go back to the village. We have to go back to being who we are and who we used to be. We are losing ourselves. We are forgetting what African people believe in. We are forgetting what African people stand for. In our pursuit of capitalism, we have given up our Pan Africanism. We have to take back what we lost. African people do not worship money, but now we do. African people do not worship cars.
Yeah, but Umar always asking for money, and he don't have his own car. He rents cars with donation money. You see how ridiculous this is?
But now we do. African people do not worship clothing, but now we do.
Umar, you rarely see him wearing the same outfit when he's online or lecturing or live streaming. What is he talking about? He's such a hypocrite.
We will not win. The Almighty will not give us victory over colonization.
Oh, cut it out. It's 2026, Umar. We have something called the internet.
Reparations, over white supremacy.
Umar, we have satellites and computers. We have electric cars, Teslas. What else? We got all kind of stuff. So cut it out.
If all we're going to do is imitate the white man when we come to power. African people have to be African people. We cannot be the imitation of the Chinese. We cannot be the imitation of the Anglo-Saxons. We are God's chosen people, and we have to act like that.
If you're God's chosen people, why are you living in your mama closet?
My beautiful black women.
Here he go.
I want to apologize to all black women today.
Here he go.
For the hell that some of my brothers,
Look who's talking out of all people. Umar's not the one to talk. He done put his baby mamas through all sorts of hell. See how much of a hypocrite this guy is? He's just projecting right here. But he's saying this to run game. That's all.
My brothers have put you through.
See, he'll throw brothers under the bus, but he's the exact brother that engages in that type of stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Courtney. He is some brothers. In his mama closet. Inside his mama closet. Umar, he's such a...
I want to apologize to every black woman here. If you're a victim...
Boy, the editing here is atrocious.
Victim of sex abuse. I want to apologize to every black woman here. If you were abandoned raising a child. I want to...
You've abandoned 3 of your baby mamas, at least 3 of them that live in Philadelphia. You probably got more. What are you talking about, you deadbeat? Can you believe this guy?
Apologize to every black woman here who is mistreated or disrespected for being a black woman. I honor you, black.
Well, you disrespected your baby mamas, called them evil vegan and Mama Smurf. Your daughter called her baby Smurf, disrespected her, told your followers to attack her online. You went after Zora. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Your fish tank rant, the pajama mama rant. Yeah, it really is. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Did he apologize to his baby mamas? No. And these people eating it up too. It's a doggone shame.
Woman, I honor your spirit. I honor your heart.
And I want your cookie. That's the reason why he's talking like this. He's trying to line some of these women up so he can get that UK cooch.
I honor your mind. I honor your soul. There is no me without you.
See, notice he says me without you. You see that? And he's done this in the past too. See, this is manipulation. It's subtle, but he's establishing it's him and the women. See, he did the same thing when he was doing the For Sisters Only seminar. Same thing. Okay, so you can look out for this with Umar. When he starts to phrase things as if the women he's talking to or the women he's talking about belongs to him, or they're together as if they're in a relationship, okay, that's him running game. And he sets all this up by saying all these nice things, and I respect your this and blah, 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 blah. Ain't no me without blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Your spirit, I honor your heart. I honor your mind. I honor your soul. There is no me without you.
See that? And the women they know they're oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, y'all been fooled. You guys are being fooled by a con man.
You are my queen. You are my goddess.
See, notice it says you are my queen. You are my, see, possession, my queen, my goddess. He said the same thing when he did the speech for when he got to make the fake marriage. He said the same stuff. I should go pull that up and show you guys. He's such a goofy.
For being a black woman. I honor you, black woman. I honor your spirit. I honor your heart. I honor your mind. I honor your soul. There is no me without you. You are my queen. You are my goddess. You are my empress. You are my sister. And I want you to understand that there's no Chinese woman that can give me what you can give me. I want you to understand.
All right, what here he go. See, give me what you can give me. See, this is emotional manipulation, and these women, you're being emotionally manipulated. And I have to say, you got to do better. Screaming and all this hooting and hollering and stuff, you got to do better than that. That's one of the reasons why a lot of these black women are in this situation that they're in. You set the bar so low, and you get these little a deadbeat pimp type characters like Umar, and they get to run in their mouth, and you guys get all excited and oh, yeah, and then they run through you and get you pregnant and then leave. Y'all gotta do better too now, okay?
There's no Indian woman who can give me what you can give me. I want you to understand. There's no Jewish woman who can give me what you can give me. I want you to understand.
Boy, this is just running game.
There's no British woman that can give me what the black woman can give me, because the black woman is God.
Oh, he's going back to the old school black conscious rhetoric talk, isn't he? The black woman is God. Well, Umar, if you have all these nice things to say about black women, why haven't you married one yet? You're 51, you're about to be 52. Why you got at least 3 baby mamas in Philadelphia alone? Why you got all these different women coming out speaking about how that you was running through them, including this year a young lady who was 23 years old when you was intimate with her. That's what she alleges, and I believe her. This is just him running game. He's planting the seed so that at least one of these women he can get with by the time he get up out of UK. And see that, and anyway, I don't get it. I don't see how women can't see what's right there in plain sight.
Black man.
See, this is all about getting you guys riled up emotionally so that you don't think straight. That's all this is. That's all it is. And he's manipulative like that. Okay. Black Wolf says, out watching this football game between Girly brought my hand. This is from earlier. Out watching this football game between Girly brought my hand soap back. She said her fingers needed clean. She was headed over. She was headed over to Umar's later. That's why she. All right, she had to get her fingers and fingernails cleaned out. Okay. If you weren't around for the members only live stream, you're not gonna get this joke, but it was wild. That's how the live stream ended. It was something, you guys, I'm telling you, it was crazy. Okay, Black Wolf. Well, at least I'm glad you got your hand soap back. That was crazy. Thank you. Lewis Luck says everybody wants to be a doctor. Call me Dr. Lewis Luck from now on. Yeah. Shine Bright, she's not a doctor, and I broke this down too because she continues to double and triple down and quadruple down on the lie that she's a doctor. But Umar does the same thing. He still says that he's a school psychologist. He's not. He's the principal. He's not. He says he's a certified school psychologist. He holds no certifications. So he does the same exact thing. Now, Umar does have a PsyD. So yeah, he is a doctor. He doesn't have a practice or anything like that. He doesn't have an office. He's not working as a doctor of psychology, as he calls it. But he does have a doctorate. He has a PsyD, and he got it November 14th of 2012. Cheyenne Bryant, on the other hand, she doesn't have one. She's trademarked Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, and for some reason, I think in her mind that means that she can call herself a doctor because she's trademarked. And her website is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. She's not a doctor. And if you listen to her talk, I was breaking this down during the live stream for members only. When you listen to her talk, she's not particularly well spoken, and she's not particularly well educated, and she's not intelligent either. If you really listen to her, she's not. Okay, she's got away with a lot of what she's gotten away with because of how she presents herself. I'm talking about physically. Okay, but if you take that away, no, most people wouldn't even be paying any attention to her. Most people wouldn't pay attention to her. Yeah, but yeah, she calls herself a doctor. All right. Thanks, Lewis. Natasha sent in 80 joules and said, "Clock it." Thank you so much for that, Natasha. I appreciate it. Lewis also says, dude in the red shirt looked like Nipsey Hussle a little. Yeah, you're right. I noticed that one of Umar Johnson's security guards while he was out there, he kind of resembled Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, he did. I remember the first time I saw the video where Umar gets out of the car and he's met by his security team. That's the first thing I noticed because I think that guy was one of the primary security. But he definitely does. Yep. And rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Thank you, Lewis Luck. D Shuttlesworth became a member. Thank you so much. And we did a members live today. It went really, really well. And we're going to be doing part two sometime next week. It was supposed to be one part. We're supposed to go for 30 minutes, but it got out of control. So it went way over time. And then we didn't even get through everything. In fact, I found the full video where Dr. Mark Lamont Hill interviews Jaquel Pitts. And so we'll get back into that next week. It was wild. Okay, it was wild. Thank you for becoming a member. Lewis also says, this is all performative nonsense. All the trinkets and hoopla, none of what he's saying is positively impacting these people. It's feel-good speech. They're going to take all that off and eat Chick-fil-A. Yeah, it is. It's performative. And his talking points, at least when he started to get animated and trying to get the women emotional and get them riled up, that's all manipulation, and it's performative. You know, when he says, you know, you are this and you are my this and you are my, he was saying the same thing to the women that he had the fake wedding with. It's the same exact phraseology. So it's all manipulation at the end of the day. And it's not going to reap any rewards, or it's not going to push people forward. It's not going to benefit those people out there in the UK either. I just think that people, you know, and it's the same thing here in the United States of America in the Black conscious space. People like to hear, you know, the performance. They like to see the performance. And then what Umar's talking about, it gets people riled up, but it's not functional. It's not going to move anyone forward. It sounds good. People may feel good for a while, but at the end of the day, he's going to return right back to his mama closet, ain't doing shit. And many of these people, they're going to return right back to their lives, and nothing's going to change. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. Umar spends so much time trying to talk, and that's all he do is run his mouth. But if I ask people, Umar Johnson followers, give me 10 tangible things that Umar Johnson has done, you can't give me 10 tangible things. I can ask you for 5. You couldn't do that either. But he runs his mouth, and for whatever reason, that's enough. Okay. We know one thing, Umar, he gonna be going to McDonald's right after and Burger King. He gonna drop me off. I'll get the burger. Thanks, Lewis. Kogo said, would you play the Zora video where he is cleaning the backboard and said he was going to erase her for exposing her trolling? He was going to erase. Oh, okay. So the first one you're talking about was when they were in the gym. Yeah, this is another example of what I mean. Here, let me put this on. This is from 2021.
See, ladies, this is what we have to do.
Yeah, so Umar, he be talking all this talk, and it sounds nice about, you know, black women this and black women that, but historically speaking, all he's had, conscious stripper, right? Kim Ringgold, all he's had is all types of scandals, including with a stripper, with women. But that's because he's a shady individual. He's out there running through these women. Okay, so he can say all this, I love you and all this, and you mine, all, yeah, get you emotional. But at the end of the day, he's basically a bum from Philly who financially and sexually exploits black women. And that's a statement of fact.
See, ladies?
So this lady right here, we call her Zora. Okay, her name I think is Anaya or something like that. Anaya A, but we call her Zora. And back in 2021, she's supposed to be married at that time, kissing him. She was in the gym with Umar.
What, family?
That's the front.
Trying to give it a little clean.
Yo, you got it in there.
Shut up.
You trolling them. You really out here working. Yes.
Look at this, eraser.
Whoa, where you got that from?
Use that to erase the queens who don't know how to keep their mouth shut.
Yeah, see, he's actually talking about her. See how rude he is? And then you can see that little snarl after he says it. Watch his little snarl on his mouth.
Mouth shut.
See that? It's real quick, but this is one of his telltales when he's upset
Mouth shut.
or uncomfortable. See that? It's real quick.
Eraser.
Whoa, where you got that from?
Use that to erase the queens who don't know how to keep their mouth shut. Erase them, fellas.
Yo, you got jokes.
We doing the work. FDMG, King Kong consciousness. It's all about the work. Wait a minute, now I gotta wipe my face off.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's standing up here cleaning the backboard and he's holding a phone at the same time.
Oh, wait, make sure. Look, ladies, look.
They're gonna get you.
All right, so they were cool back then, but what ends up happening is they have a block party, and she thought that she was going to be in the ceremony, the wedding ceremony, as one of the quote unquote wifeys. But Umar went with two other women, and she got mad about that. So what she ends up doing, because she was mad, she ends up going on Tasha K's and telling all the Umar's business. Okay. And then Umar he got really mad about that. Let me play some of that video because, again, it ties back to what we were watching, how Umar, he talks all that talk, but he's been in scandal after scandal after scandal with women, and that's just what we know about. Okay, he's done ran through hundreds at this point. So who knows how many other women are out there that he done exploited or had issues with, so forth and so on. But watch, I'm just going to skip through to some of this. Watch how Umar responds after the Tasha K video drops. He's in his mama closet.
For an early extermination, black celebration left of in the war for freedom, or not. Leo season is coming soon.
Yeah, so this is excuse me, this is a year later. The other video when he's in the gym is June 24th of 2021. This video is June 21st of 2022.
But I digress. Leo season will be here in a minute, or through the corporate structure, and or to Mrs. about the Cherokee Indians, they their religion. As white, any great, that wouldn't happen with me. I'm not running. And if we want to return, black woman has to abandon or has it. $250 for audio, $500 nephew. Text me, are my gift to you. See that? Innocent of all charges. He's a holistic health and having a black child. By the way, call Dallas Queens. You the Atlanta Babylon. Got a screenshot your picture, Tanisha. So Saturday, July 30th. I don't really have a question. I just wanted to donate. I learned a lot from you. Thank you, Sister Guerline. And Sister Guerline, I want to
Here,
close
go
with
right
this.
here. Watch this.
Sister Guerline, I want to close with this. Sister Guerline, I want to close with this because you my Haitian sister and you made the last donation. A few minutes ago, I said I had 2 announcements about scandals. The first one, I got to go back to the Cherry Hill Mall and pick up my suits. I'm going to have to pass the Persian Snow Bunny on the way. So that was the first announcement. Sister
I remember that
Guerline,
one.
let me talk to you, my Haitian sister. I'm talking to my Haitian Africans right now. I'm talking to my Haitian Africans right now. I'm talking to my Haitian Africans right now. A couple weeks ago, Tasha K interviewed a Haitian sister, and this Haitian sister did a quote-unquote tell-all interview about your brother, Dr. Umar. And guess what? It was filled with nonsense and lies. And guess what I'm going to have to do, Sister Guerline? When Tasha K drops this trifling interview filled with lies, I'm going to have to expose this Haitian sister for trying to defame my character. I'm going to go live on the internet, Sister Guerline. I'm telling you this because I love my Haitian sisters. We all Africans. I love you and I love the Haitian people. But I want all my Haitians to know that I was violated by a Haitian sister who I respect. I was violated by a Haitian sister who I respect, and she went behind my back and dogged me out because she could not have me. She went behind my back and dogged me out.
So doesn't it sound familiar? Because she couldn't have me. He said that about his wife, not his wives. He said that about his baby mamas, that they wanted him to marry them, but he didn't want to do it. And that's why they were all upset and trying to sabotage him, whatever.
Out because she could not have me. I never had sexual relations with the woman. I was never alone with the woman. I never had sexual relations with the woman. I was never
You sound like Bill Clinton. Cut it out.
alone with the woman. But she went on Tasha K. I did not watch the interview. I was sent clips of the interview. I was told she contacted Tasha K. Tasha K is going to drop the interview. So I want all my Haitian family to know right now, I am not attacking my Haitian family. I love my Haitian family. I will die for my Haitian family. I love my Haitian queens. But when this thirsty thought.
See, all that other talk, all that other queen, and you're the what did he say? The black woman is God and all this other stuff. That's just she's just talking. He's just talking. Watch how he behaves.
Drops this interview with Tasha K. I'ma bury her ass with the truth. I don't know what made her pregnant ass go to Tasha K and do an interview on me and try to slander my name because I didn't let her play wifey in the fashion show of the FDMG festival. I didn't let her play wifey in the fashion show of the FDMG festival. I didn't let her play wifey in the fashion show of the FDMG festival. So she got mad and she ran to Tasha K and did a whole interview full of lies. Well, guess what? I got the truth. And I'm going to bury your ass, and you know who I'm talking to, woman. The last thing you should have
See, look at the terminology. I'm a bury. See that?
did was ran your ass to Tasha K. When that interview dropped, I'm going to bury your ass with the truth. Don't you ever in your life try to tear me down because I don't want you. Your ass was married and your ass was pregnant, and you had no business wiping the sweat off my face in the FDMG gym that.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. Yeah, she's sick just like him. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I've seen videos and I can tell.
GPS signal lost.
What the world?
Day. You had no business wiping the sweat off my face in the FDMG gym that day. You was married and you didn't even say nothing. And you was pregnant and you didn't even say nothing. And you ran your funky ass to Tasha K. And as soon as Tasha K dropped that interview you did, because I ain't gonna even watch it till it dropped. I'm not even gonna watch it till it dropped. But when it dropped, I'ma bury your ass intellectually. Don't you ever come for me. I'ma bury that ass. So brothers and sisters, on that note, I'm trying to stay scandal free. I'm trying to.
Okay, it gets worse. I'm gonna let it play just to tie it back to how he talks all that, black women is God talk. But watch how Umar, he can't help himself. Yeah, he's unhinged. He's about to turn into a werewolf. Watch.
To stay scandal free. I'm not sweating. I'm dry, brother. All you see is African sunshine. All you see, I try to stay scandal free, but I'm not going to make the mistake I made with the conscious stripper. I'm not going to make the mistake I made with Miss COINTELHO. I'm not going to make the mistake I made with Kim Ringgold and stay quiet. I'm not staying quiet no more. Any female who comes out and think they're going to damage my reputation, damage my credibility while I'm trying to build a school for black children because you didn't get what you want from me with your fat, pregnant, married ass, I'ma expose your ass. The last thing you should have done was ran to Tasha K, sweetheart. I guess you raising money to take care of that baby.
Yeah, he is. He's mentally unstable and he's emotionally unstable. Yeah, and he's supposed to be a doctor in psychology. They, Uncle from Tila. Thank you, Tila, for the 440 jewels. Uncle, that's how you know you're getting old. I'll call you Unc. Yeah, we just getting started, really. I've been running my mouth this long. Thanks, Tila. Okay, let's get back to it. And Randy says he told her to wipe him down. He didn't say that. He didn't say that, Randy. Stop exaggerating. Stop exaggerating. He told her to wipe him down. And oh my God, he is so yeah, the second part, you're right. But the first part, you exaggerating. Thanks, Randy. Yeah, what kind of principle? What's up, Bridget? Good to see you. What kind of principle? Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He has a disdain for women. He really does. But he'll talk that talk though. U225 says oh my God. you ain't gonna let it go, huh? All right. Okay. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks for all the super chats, everybody, in the gifts. Boy, wow. Black women in chat, what is appealing about it? Listen, hey, if black women in the chat want to answer that, or any other woman, you want to answer that, you go right on ahead. Okay. I guess that's a good question, TJ. You know, you anybody want to answer, any women want to answer that, go right on ahead. That's your business. Okay. Thank you, TJ. Okay, let's get back to it. And thanks everybody for the support. Okay, here we go.
I guess you need some extra money to take care of that baby. I guess you trying to use me as a vehicle to drive some money and attention to your thirsty ass struggle streaming YouTube page. But you picked the wrong one, sweetheart. You picked the wrong one, sweetheart. I'm going to get that ass. Y'all watch the interview. And after y'all watch the interview, I'm going to go live. And I'm a King Kong her ass. I love my Haitians. Be family. This is
and King Kong is the character that Umar brings out when he feels threatened. There you go.
Married pregnant woman who didn't tell me she was married, didn't tell me she was pregnant, but I didn't touch her. Thank God.
See, and he keeps going. And this is when she was on Tasha K right here. And she was telling all the business. Yep. Yeah, it was wild.
Thank God. Oh, Lord. Thank my ancestors. Ancestors, thank you. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you. I didn't touch her, and she still went to Tasha K with no story at all. You only seen me 5 times in your whole life, but you went to Tasha K. I'm going to bury that ass once that interview dropped. So on that note, brothers and sisters, on that note, pull up. Oh, I got some good news. I think we found a mural artist. I think we found a mural artist to paint Marcus Garvey and Frederick Douglass on the side of our school and your school. We found an artist to paint Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey on the side of FDMG, and it's a sister. Black women rock, black females rock, black girls rock, Black wives matter. Black women are royalty. I love my sisters. I just want my sisters to know when I go in on this pregnant married woman for doing an interview, what pregnant married woman does an interview about another man? What pregnant married woman does an interview about another man? But I'm glad you did, because I'm going to teach all black women a lesson. I might flirt with your ass. I might take a picture with your ass, but don't you ever once think that I belong to that ass. You messed up, fat girl. And no disrespect to my full figure.
See how he's talking? He's overweight, he's obese, and he's dead, but he's talking about her like that.
Sisters, I love you. Ain't nothing like the loving you get from a full-figured woman. No disrespect to my...
See, notice he's not talking relationships. He's talking about sex.
Full-figured sisters, I'm just dealing with this one. No disrespect to my Haitian family. I'm just dealing with this thotty, opportunist, pregnant married woman who thinks she's going to drag my name through the mud.
I mean, Umar, he's like, he's frothing at the mouth, literally. Spitting all over the place, sitting in his mama's closet.
I'm going to tear your ass up. I'm going to tear your ass up. You told people we was in a 9-year relationship.
Yeah, she never said that.
We was in a 9-year relationship. We was in a 9-year relationship. How was that? I met you in Fort Pierce, Florida at my 2012 lecture. I met you in Fort Pierce, Florida at my 2012 lecture. I don't see you again. I don't see you again nowhere ever in life until you invited me to speak at Haitian Flag Day in Brooklyn. I don't see you from our 2012 lecture in Florida until you invited me to speak at Haitian Flag Day in Brooklyn. How in the hell were we in a relationship for 9 years and I never saw you? Can somebody help me understand how you can be in a relationship?
Yeah, she never said that.
For 9 years. Can somebody help me understand how you can be in a relationship with a woman for 9 years and you never seen her, never kissed her, never touched her, never went on a date, never spent the night with her, never had no cookies and milk? You are delusional. You shouldn't have done it, but I'm glad you did it. Can somebody please get Cardi B and Offset's entertainment attorney? Because I'm a Tasha K, I'm tired of your ass. Can somebody please get Cardi B's entertainment attorney for Tasha K? I'm going to take care of the fat, pregnant married girl. I'm going to take care of her. I'm going to take care of her. But I need Cardi B's entertainment attorney for Tasha K. I'm about had it with this woman. Keep interviewing these women about me who don't even know me. Okay? Okay? I saw you 5 times. You came to my 2012 lecture. You invited me to Haitian Flag Day. You drove the elder to the FDMG Academy to look at the wall so he could paint a mural. And when you drove him to the school, you wiped the sweat off my face while I was cleaning off the backboards. Does anybody remember the woman who was wiping the sweat off my face when I was cleaning the backboards in the gym? Mm-hmm. And then you came to my Garvey lecture in Harlem. And then you came to the FDMG festival. I saw you 5 times. When did we have sex? I saw you 5 times in my life, all public. All public. When were we intimate? When were we ever behind a closed door? Did we go into the bathroom together? Did we meet at a park? Were we ever in the same car?
See, notice how he's talking about sexual activity in random places. He doesn't say in his bedroom at his home. He says at a park, in the car.
The 17th in Harlem, you jumped your fat ass in my back seat when I had to drop the 2 elder queen mothers off. But I dropped you off first, or I dropped you off second. Either way, I made sure I was not in the car with you by yourself. You know why I made sure? Anybody remember the woman who was wiping the sweat off my face when I was cleaning the backboards in the gym? And then you came to my Garvey lecture in Harlem. And then you came to the FDMG festival. I saw you 5 times. When did we have sex? I saw you 5 times in my life, all public. All public. When were we intimate? When were we ever behind a closed door? Did we go into the bathroom together?
See, y'all don't think that that's strange? He says in the bathroom.
Did we meet at a park?
At a park?
Were we ever in the same car?
In a car?
Oh, yes, we were in the same car. Because after my Garvey Day lecture on August the 17th in Harlem, you jumped your fat ass in my back seat when I had to drop the 2 elder queen mothers off. But I dropped you off first. Or I dropped you off second. Either way, I made sure I was not in the car with you by yourself. You know why I made sure that I was not in the car with you by yourself? Because something told me you could not be trusted. So you was defaming my character and slandering my name, but you didn't hesitate to jump your fat, pregnant, married ass in a...
Jimmy Jam. Public spaces in the Uber car, under the swings. Yeah, he can't. He ain't got no home, so you know he come up with anything on the roof, you know, in the back alley,
back of my car, and get dropped off after my Garvey lecture, and then you ran to Tasha K. I'ma tear your ass up when that video drop. You better pray Tasha K don't let that video out. I'ma tear your ass up because you should have never lied and said
I know that's crazy.
Relationship. And guess what else I found out? You told sisters we had sex. I never touched your fat ass. You ain't my type. You ain't my type, sweetheart. Your ass is flatter than a Negropean. Excuse me. Your ass is flatter than a European, flatter than a snow bunny. Your ass is flatter than an omelet on Sunday morning. Your ass is flatter than a street freshly paved on a Monday morning. You is not my type. You are not 5'5" thick in the thighs. I'm going to tear your ass a new one when that interview drops. Let me digress.
Look at how he talking. But when he was over there in the UK, you know, black women are God. Black women is God.
I want to thank everybody who donated to the show.
The other thing is look at how unhinged and emotionally he has trouble regulating his emotions. So he gets angry, he starts raging, he's yelling, he's cursing about this lady, saying all kind of horrible stuff, and then all of a sudden he calms down, or at least it appears to be that way. But he's going to go right back to raging, just like he had done before, because he also did the same thing in the SETI rant. You'll see him going off raging, and then he would calm down a little bit, or at least it appeared that he was calmed down. He was trying to talk, and then he go right back to it. Well, he does that several times during this video. He doesn't have the ability to regulate his emotions, and that's problematic. He's 51 years old. You're going to have this person in charge of some kids. He can't even regulate his emotions. He can't control himself.
Documentary today. I want to thank everybody who donated to the shockumentary today.
Yeah, this is 2022. See, he was collecting donations for the shockumentary in 2022. It was supposed to premiere in 2012. He was still collecting donations for it, and it still doesn't exist today in 2026. Think about that. He's run so many different scams, including his shockumentary scam. That's the reason why I decided. That's one of the reasons why I decided to do a documentary. And the first documentary I did on Umar was because he was collecting all this money for his documentary, and he didn't produce it. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll produce one. I didn't ask for a dime and produced it. Okay, I'm working on another one for his whole life, and it's going to get done. My goal, we're running this plan. My goal is to have it done by the end of the year. Okay, all of it. Okay, got a lot of work ahead of me. All right.
But we got another scandal coming, and I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready for this one. Oh, I'm ready for this one. Oh, I'm ready for this one. Because this scandal involves a woman I never touched. This scandal involves a woman I've never been alone with. This scandal involves a woman who's saying all kinds of things with her pregnant, married ass. You 7 months pregnant doing an interview with Tasha K about Dr. Umar. You 7 months pregnant doing an interview with Tasha K about Dr. Umar with your Neanderthal booty. Your
See, look at the anger, the hatred, the vitriol. Okay, this is Umar where he transforms. It's like a demonic type of thing. Look at his face. Watch this.
Smashed
I mean, this guy is frothing at the mouth. He's foaming at the mouth. And this is the person that people have sent millions of dollars to. Look at him. And people are still defending him online. There are people who are bringing him out to the UK to talk to the people out there in the UK. Look at him. And he goes over there talking about the black woman as God, but look at how he's behaving here.
In booty. You think I want to look at that? Do you really think I want to bend that over?
Yeah, the darkness in this guy, it is deep. Really, really deep.
Do you really think I want to look at a Europe? You must have a white ancestor.
There you go.
Check your DNA, because I know my Haitian Africans, and what I love so much about my Haitian Africans, they are one of the least mixed Africans in the Western world, and that is a good thing. That's why they got that revolutionary spirit. Shout out to my...
No, well, no, what you're saying is that's why they got that big booty? Because they African? Or what are you talking about? Everybody in Africa ain't got the same type of body type too, by the way, Umar, you goofy. But it's interesting. That's what he's focusing on. You want me to bend that over? Who talks like that? Online, talking about a woman that you was cool with not too long ago.
Haitians. Shout out to my Haitians. The reason our Haitian people are so strong, the reason the Haitian Revolution...
Yeah, this is him trying to clean it up now.
...was able to happen is because the Haitian people have the least amount of European blood. But you must have a white ancestor, because your ass is flatter than an omelet. Your ass, I've seen white girls with more jiggle than you. I've seen snow bunnies.
See how he reduces everything down to sex and body parts. Okay. That's a red flag. Those are some red flags right there.
With more plump in they rump than your pregnant. Let me stop.
See? Now he tries to calm down again.
Ancestor said calm down. Ogun, calm me down. Ogun,
he turned into a werewolf. Werewolf of Wilmington. Yeah, Khalil. He's an American werewolf in London. Thank you for the super chat.
You know, I'm Ogun, so you know we get worked up real quick. Energy, power, strength. I'm Ogun. Ogun time, Ogun.
Yeah. There's no way. I wouldn't have my dog around this clown because he's violent. He's angry. He's violent. He's unhinged. He doesn't know how to control his emotions. He's dangerous.
Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Sister Valerie says, show some mercy. Show some mercy. Show some mercy. Show some mercy.
See, he's right back to it. In what, 4 seconds? He says he's calming down, but in 4 seconds, he's back to, look at him. He's back to rage mode.
The woman is telling people I had sex with her. Show mercy.
She never said that.
I was never even alone. Where did we have sex at? Which hotel? On what day?
See, hotel. He can't say home because he's homeless. He's still homeless.
When? Where? She's only seen me 5 times in her whole life. How did we have sex? I know she's mad. She got kicked off the fashion show. I understand. She wanted to be one of my wives in the FDMG Festival fashion show.
Yeah, that's true.
I understand. But to go on Tasha K talking about I was stalking her and I wanted her to be my New York sex buddy. I wanted her to be my, with no ass. Your stomach bigger than your ass, but I wanted you to be my sex buddy. Your stomach bigger than your ass, but I wanted you to be my sex buddy.
So you're admitting that you do have sex buddies, but you don't want sex buddies who have flat asses? Is that what you're saying? You see how backwards all this is? You shouldn't be living like that in the first place. Got all these baby mamas out there. At this point in 2022, he was what, 48 right here? 47?
You know how many beautiful black women in New York slide into my DMs on a weekly basis? Do you know how many beautiful African women in the 5 boroughs of New York slide into my Instagram messages on a regular basis. Listen up clearly, Mrs. Obese, pregnant, married cyber stalker. No disrespect to the husband, no disrespect to the baby. That's an African baby, and I honor that child. That's an African baby, and I honor that child. I will die for that child. No disrespect to the husband. None at all. But why do I need to bend over an overweight, flat-butted, married, pregnant woman with the type of women in New York who have interest in me? Have you seen my Harlem queens? Have you seen my Brooklyn queens? Have you seen my queens from Queens? Have you seen my Bronx queens? Have you seen my Long Island queens? Have you seen my Staten?
See that? He's unhinged. He can't control himself.
Brothers and sisters, I would like to talk to her husband. I would like to talk to her husband because I want to know what she was doing, wiping sweat off my face in my gym on my Facebook, Instagram live with a whole husband that I didn't even know about. I didn't touch your wife. I didn't kiss your wife. I didn't sex your wife, brother. So there was no, I did not violate you because she's not my type. I don't like them flat. I like them round. She's not my type. Her ass is in the front, not in the back. I didn't disrespect you, my brother. But I would like to know why I didn't hear from you. Because if I see my wife wiping sweat, flirting with a man in his gym, I got to call the brother and say, what's up, my brother? That's my queen. I never heard from a
Yeah, but Umar, you don't have a wife. You've never been married. So what are you talking about?
husband, so I don't know. And I'm assuming she's pregnant by the husband, and I'm assuming he knows she went on Tasha K with his 7-month-old baby in her stomach. I'm assuming he knows she went on Tasha K with her 7-month-old child, 7-month baby. Why is your wife doing interviews about Dr. Umar on Tasha K? Why is your wife doing... She ain't gonna pin a baby on me because God is my witness and my ancestors is my witness. She never touched the Shango stick. She never kissed the Shango stick. She never licked the Shango stick. And she never rode the Shango stick. Do you understand me, my sister?
Here
I'm
you
say
go.
it one more time. She never kissed the Shango stick. She never licked the Shango stick. She never sniffed the Shango stick. And she damn sure didn't ride the Shango stick. There's no way that beautiful African child is mine. Okay, I know I am the Black Christ, but I cannot
see this?
Not conceive with a woman without touching her. I understand I am the Messiah of this day and time, but
see that?
There's no way I can conceive a child unless I go into you.
Oh, man. How do we go down this rabbit hole? Well, I don't even know how we got to. We were supposed to be covering something else. This guy.
You understand me? Okay, none of my milk got spilt.
There you go.
We was never alone. No milk got spilt, nothing. She ain't kiss it, she ain't sniff it, she ain't lick it, and she damn sure didn't ride the Shango stick.
There you go.
So the baby's not mine. But if she tries this, I don't think she would do that. I do not think she would dishonor her husband like that. I don't think she would dishonor. I am open to the blood test, though. I am open to the blood test. Cardi B, you want to do the blood test since you're so thirsty for mentioning my name?
He meant to say Tasha K.
You want me on your show? I tell you what, Cardi B, if she claims, and I don't know if she has because I didn't watch the whole interview, if she claims that I'm the father, I will take the blood test on Cardi B. I will come to Cardi B and we can do Jerry Springer. I will come to Cardi B so we can do Jerry Springer, but I don't think she's making that accusation, so we want to maintain respect for that beautiful African ancestor that's coming back in that womb, and her husband, much respect. But if I was you, my brother, I would have to take my baby and run. No disrespect.
Here he goes. Yeah, so he calms down. Let me just see if he gets agitated again.
Romance. It is business before the bedroom. Consciousness over the cookies. Revolution over the romance. Politics over the Puna. business before the bedroom. Why you
I remember he said business before back shots, and then we called him out, and then he stopped saying it. Hit the one.
always in some scandal with women? I'm going to answer that question, Shania. I don't think that question came from a humble place. I think your question came from a disrespectful place, but I'm going to answer it and I'm going to get off the live. I'm going to answer it and I'm going to get off the live. The sister said, why is Dr. Umar always involved in some scandal with a woman? I'm going to answer that question. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to answer that question. How did I meet the conscious stripper? She came to the Marcus Garvey Day celebration.
He's always the victim, and they're sabotaging him.
I just realized both of these women started a scandal on Garvey Day. Both of these women started a scandal on Garvey Day. Both of these women started a scandal. I met the conscious stripper on Garvey Day 2014. This pregnant married woman came to my Garvey Day on 2021. So both scandals started with Garvey Day. Anyway, the question is, why do you end up in so many scandals with women? I'm going to tell you why. I am the most accessible, and I hate to use the word. I hate to use the word. I hate to use the word. I am the most accessible celebrity most black people will ever encounter on a one-to-one basis. I am down to earth. I am humble. I am from the hood. I refuse to become a bourgeoisie despite my education, my status, my achievements in life. You can reach me. I am very accessible because I am a man of the people. As a man of the people, I also make myself vulnerable to people like this fat, flat-butted, married, pregnant woman. I make myself vulnerable to them.
Yeah, he's so vindictive. But see, he's the one living a sexually promiscuous lifestyle. I'm going to tell you, you mean something, that the more women you're dealing with, the more problems you're going to have. Okay, in general. The more women that you're dealing with, the more problems you're going to have. It's always about quality over quantity. If you get one good woman, you're not even going to want to have, you're not going to have time for other, because you're building a relationship. At a certain point, you're building a family. But if you out here living like this, like a male hoe, understand that you're going to have extreme problems, and that's why Umar, mainly, that's why Umar is always involved in some sort of a scandal. See, if you out here, he's 50, he's been at this a long time. He's been at this for decades. You out here running through all these women, you best believe you're going to have some problems. Settle down with one good woman. Not only will you'll limit the amount of problems you have, I'll say a good woman, okay? You'll limit the amount of problems you have, but also she'll help you to resolve problems as opposed to bringing you problems. But see, Umar, he's been out here living like this for decades and running through all these women and living a sexually promiscuous lifestyle. The more women you deal with like that, the more problems you're going to have. That's the reason why he's always caught up in some scandal.
Because they can make up any story they want, like she just did. Now, the difference between this new scandal and the conscious stripper, who was not a stripper when I met her, she was a homeschooling mother starting a homeschooling program and wanted my help. That's how I met her in Fort Lauderdale. Oh my God.
Okay, no, he's lying. He's lying. She was a stripper then, and she was a stripper after he was dealing with her. But you see how he's trying to act like she deceived him somehow? Just own up to it. We were talking about that today for a member video with the situation with Roland Martin. Just own up to it. You have to say that somehow she fooled you and she was a homeschooling. No, you knew that because the text messages, she showed the text messages. Umar knew what she was into. That's why he wanted to get with her, because he liked the stripper types. But see, he's telling a whole other lie right here.
God, they got something else in common. I met them both in Florida. I met Kim Ringworm in Florida, and I met the fat pregnant married woman in Florida.
See how he calls her Ringworm? Her name is Ring Gold, but he calls her Ringworm, okay, to disparage her. Okay, but he wasn't talking like that when he was knocking boots. He was up in them skins. He wasn't talking like that.
I met Kim Ringworm, Fort Lauderdale Garvey Day, August 17th, 2014. And I met the fat pregnant married girl, Fort Pierce, Florida, 2012. Look at this. And the scandals both started on Garvey Day, but the difference between ringworm and flatbutt, the difference between ringworm and no ass, the difference between ringworm and Neanderthal booty is I did spend personal time with ringworm. Me and ringworm did see each other 3 times. Only 3 times.
Okay, don't put your fingers up.
And out of 3 after midnight hookups at the same hotel in the same week, 3 nights, this woman went on a campaign of destruction and lied and said I was stealing school money and spending it on her. Just like this one. They got something else in common. They both liars. Ringworm said I flew her around on FDMG money, but we never flew nowhere. Ringworm said I took her shopping on FDMG money, but we never went shopping nowhere.
I don't remember her saying that though. Maybe she did. I don't remember that.
Ringworm said I took her eating on FDMG money, but we never went out to eat any.
So what? You could just order out or room service or Uber Eats or whatever. Umar, what are you talking about?
Where Ringworm? I wonder if they know each other. I wonder if they know each other. Both from Florida.
See, this is what I mean by the conspiracy theory mindset, where you make connections to things where there are no connections. You connect dots that don't exist.
Both are liars. Both started the scandal on Garvey Day. But the big difference is Kim Ringworm had some private, intimate time with King Kong Consciousness. Fat, pregnant, married woman had no private time with King Kong Consciousness. I know I love my Florida Africans. My Florida queens, ain't nothing wrong with us. We good. We've been rocking for 13 years. My Haitian queens, we good. We've been rocking for 13 years. When we going to Africa, I'm working on the Shanoa Williams. I'm just clearing the air, baby. I got to do this because y'all not going to do it for me. Y'all going to do exactly what y'all did 7, 8 years ago with Kim Ringworm and make memes and jokes and laughs. Nobody asked that woman the truth. Nobody said, can you show me one receipt that he spent some money on you? Can you show me one receipt? Nobody asked. All those interviews, all the memes and this, nobody said, do you have a receipt that shows us he might have spent school? Nobody. Cherry Hill Snow Bunny crisis. Y'all said I was trying to mess with the Persian girl. All I did was buy some damn incense and she gave me some oils. And y'all.
Yeah, and people did say that. I didn't say, I was playing around. I never said that he did. I actually said that back in the day. I was like, I don't think he did. But people ran with that story and said that he was. So I was fair. I was fair with Umar. Anyway, yeah, but Umar, if you're meeting her at a hotel room and you knocking the boots, who's paying for the hotel room? You. And if you paying for the hotel room, you ain't got no job. So how do you get the money to pay for the hotel room? Well, FDMG donations. It's that simple. Okay. And furthermore, how is she going to have a receipt of purchase when you're the one spending the money? Anyway.
Started a whole scandal. I started a whole scandal at the Cherry Hill Mall. And now we got a fat, pregnant, married girl with a stomach bigger than her ass. And she about to start a scandal.
He's so vindictive.
You get mad because you get kicked out the fashion show and you go on Tasha K. You get mad because you get kicked off the fashion show committee and you go to Tasha K. You get mad because you get kicked off the fashion show committee and you go running to Tasha K and fabricating. We had sex. Really?
Yeah, she never said that.
When and where, my sister? When and where? And you know Tasha K, she going to run with this and because she owe Cardi B $4 million. So you know what she going to do. She about to get every penny she can out of this scandal that wasn't.
He's so mad.
This is a scandal that wasn't. Just like Cherry Hill. This was a scandal that wasn't. So brothers and sisters, I thank y'all. Stay positive. Donate, 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 donate. And let's make this happen. Peace and Pan Africanism.
Yeah, we're an awkward way to end the live too, by the way. Anyway, we got it blowed off a bit here, but I just want to reiterate that Umar, even though he talks that talk, you know, my queen this and black queens forever, snow bunnies never, and you know, the black woman is God. He'll talk that talk, but he doesn't believe in any of that. He has no respect for black women. And point of fact, if he had a level of respect, he wouldn't be out here running through you all. Furthermore, if he truly loved black women or just loved women, period, he would have been married by now. He's been saying he wants 2 queens. Well, why ain't you made it happen? Well, he's not interested in commitment. He's not interested in building a long-standing, loving relationship. Clearly, he's not interested in building a family because he don't even take care of his own kids that he already had with the 3 baby mamas. What he wants is sex. So let's be clear about that. All right. I want to show you guys one other thing. Then I'm gonna do super chats, and then we're gonna get to the main video. So Anaya posted this back in the day. I'll mute the audio. So this is her. She was showing examples of her when they were cool. Her and Umar were cool. Yeah, that looks like the same day that they were up there, because the brother sitting with the purple on, he was in the gym too. He was supposed to be doing the painting. He never did though, like a mural. Yeah, chilling out with celebrity Pan Africanist Dr. Umar Johnson in Wilmington, Delaware during our tour of Dr. Umar's Academy. I don't know what this is. No, this is the block party, because that's what she had on at the block party for the fashion show. Yeah. I don't know what this is. This actually looks like it. Yeah, this is an older picture. This is when this is when he was in Harlem. I actually have this video, I think. I have this video because she's there. No, but she didn't have that on. Yeah, she's trying her best though. Yeah, this is probably one of the first pictures that she has of Umar. By the way, I saw on her Facebook page that she was having a surgery or something like that. I hope everything is okay with her. I didn't research it or anything, but this was on July 30th. Yeah, so this is actually just a couple of days ago, and looks like she lost a lot of weight too. I hope everything's okay with her. It says, I legit am constantly in the hospital having surgeries, getting one rare diagnosis after another, but your girl Anaya A will never give up and shouldn't either. Yeah, I hope she's okay. Yeah, I looked on here earlier and I didn't read it, but yeah, she looks like she lost quite a bit of weight. And she has a video where she's in the hospital bed. Okay, yeah. All right, let's get back on track. Shout out to everyone in Cookie Crush chat. And thank you guys. I know we got blowed off, but that's how we do. Let me get caught up in the chat room with all the super chats and everything. Okay, I'm not going to put this up, Poop Daddy FDMG. You have to change your avatar. Okay, I need to change mine too. Someone said I need to, and it's true, I need to, because I have an old picture when I was younger, a lot younger. He says, Hulk Hogan voice, what you gonna do when the moldy doors of FDMG come swinging open in the Delaware near you, brother? What you gonna do when the Germaniacs run wild on you? Yeah, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I used to watch WWF back in the day. Me and my dad and my brother, we used to watch it. Yeah, those were probably the best times. That, and we used to go fishing. Okay, that's before things got real crazy. They were never really good, okay, but things got real crazy. And we used to watch WWF. Hulk Hogan was the main guy. You had Jimmy Superfly Snuka. You had Andre the Giant, those type of people. Coco Beware. I used to always root for him because he was one of the only black wrestlers back then. He would always lose. Junkyard Dog was another black. He would win sometimes. Yeah, that was the golden age for WWF wrestling. Yeah, so I remember all that. Okay, thank you, Poop Daddy FDMG. You got to change that avatar. I can't put that up here. Lewis Suck says, "Is that baby his too?" Wouldn't shock me. I don't think so. I don't think that they got together, because the way that she never stated that, meaning Anaya, and I hope she's okay. Anaya never said that. She never said that they were intimate. Umar just assumes that, but that's his way of trying to, prove her out to be a liar, because he knows. I don't think they were intimate or anything like that. I think that that's her husband or her man's baby. But the thing is that she shouldn't have been up in the gym with Umar. I agree with him on that. She shouldn't have been up there kissing on him and placating to him either. I didn't particularly care for that video because the way she was talking, she's Haitian, but the way she was talking was like, black women here in the United States of America, you all don't know how to treat black men. And so she was like, yeah, we got to do this for him and we got to do that for him. I don't want to hear that because Umar, he's a deadbeat. Okay. He's not a quality a man. He's not a quality father. So to placate to him on any level is ridiculous, in my opinion. So I didn't particularly care for how she was talking, but even still, she never stated that they were intimate. And when she was on Tasha K, I don't think that they were. I really don't. I don't think he liked her. We probably got money out of her, but I don't think he liked her. Thanks, Lewis, because she was trying to get him to come out. I remember we found that video. She was trying to get him out for speaking engagements. Like she was trying to get him book him in different places. Thanks, Lewis. Enterprise says King Kong more like grape ape. Hashtag man jaw. All right. Yeah. I remember grape ape too. That was another one. Okay. Shout out to Enterprise too. Let us know when the next time you head up there to those trap bandos. Next time, I guarantee you renovation is going to be done. Watch. We're going to see. All right. Thanks, Enterprise. I call Cap says he hit that on the low talking like that. I don't think he did. I mean, we can do a poll. I don't want to do a poll on this only because I don't know how she's doing. Okay. And if she's not doing well, I don't want to do that. I don't now I'm not going to do a poll, but if you guys want to answer, do y'all think that Umar was intimate with her? I don't think he was, because when he talks about her saying that they were intimate, even though she didn't, you can tell he gets angry. It's like sincere anger. You know, to me, it's not like he's lying about it. I think he really feels as if she said that and he knows it's not true. So he gets even angrier. That's what I think. Now, I could be wrong. Okay. People said he did. I think he did. TJ said he hit that for sure. Oh my God. He hit on that on the high too. I do from Taisha. No, I ain't doing no poll because I don't know if she's okay or not. Afro Punchy said, I think she tried. he at least he tried. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I don't think so. That's all I can say. I call Cap. I don't know for sure. No, I'm not going to. Crystal said he did. If Crystal said he did, he did. You talking too reckless. you talking too reckless. I can't put that up there. Okay, don't do that. You guys, all right. You guys out of control. Let me get out this chat room, man. Okay. Thank you, I call Cap, for the super chat. Louis Suck says he's going out this way to say he didn't touch her. It wouldn't shock me if her baby is Umar's. Sounds like he's trying to avoid accountability. That's what some people are saying that in the chat room. Looks like I really don't think so. I don't. And see, the baby, I don't know how old the baby would probably be about 2 years old now, maybe 3 years old. And knowing Umar, he would have that on his child. It'd be on his child support docket by now. Well, she's in a different state though. See, I don't know how it works. If anyone knows, if Umar has a baby mama that puts him on child support in another state, would that actually appear in the Pennsylvania child support website, or would it appear in, or both, maybe in the on the website from where that woman is? Because she's not from Philadelphia, so I don't know how that works. So TJ said he thinks he hit. They both are emotional. But yeah, that's true. Shoulders sideways. He's oh my God. All right. Here goes Daxter. You know, Daxter always got to put the man-jaws in there. Man-jaw file 17 coming on Monday. All right. Thank you for okay. Let me do these other real quick. We gotta make some progress. We're gonna go for another 55 minutes. Okay. Because I got to go to bed. Casual Gamer says Cookie Monster is upset that he couldn't crush the cookies. Yeah, I don't think he did. I really don't. She lived, well, she's from Brooklyn. I think she's from Brooklyn. Yeah. But for some reason, he said he met her in Fort Lauderdale. That's in Florida, right? So maybe she's from Florida. I thought it said Brooklyn when I just was looking her up. Yeah, I hope she's okay. Let me see real quick. Yeah, she has a picture. It looks like that's her husband. Yeah, it says she lives in New York and she's from Brooklyn. Yeah, I hope she's okay. You know, because I mean, I'm older now, and there's quite a few people that's passed on since I started. Oh, she's okay because she just posted yesterday. Yeah, she posted yesterday, and she got all her stuff hanging out. Yeah, so she okay. We can do the poll now. No, we go ahead and do the poll now. I ain't gonna do that. Okay. Thank you, Casual Gamer Place. I personally, I don't think so, but maybe, who knows? You know, ain't no telling. Randy says, and has the nerve to stand on stage and drag his brothers and get away with calling himself an alpha male. Yeah. So that's the thing. Umar, and we're going to go back to that in just a moment. When he's in the UK, he throws the brothers out there under the bus, but he's really talking about himself, and that props himself up to these women. And then he starts running game, talking about how the black woman is God. But I just showed you guys an example of Umar, one woman that he's dealt with, and how he rages. That's just one example. The fish tank video that he did, that was even worse from last year. You guys remember that? Hit the one. That was way worse in my opinion. Well, both of them are bad, but that was way worse because he was so sexually explicit. Well, he's sexually explicit in this one too. The rants that he did against the conscious stripper. See? He didn't say anything about the young lady that he hired, the 23-year-old that he hired to take care of his mama that he was in them skins. He ain't said nothing about that. Thanks, Randy. But he'll throw black men under the bus, even though he's talking about himself, to prop himself up, to make him seem like he's this alpha male and that he has respect for black women, and then say that the black woman is God to get all those women emotional and riled up because he's a predator. We talked about the predator protocol. That's part of the predator protocol, running that game, talking that talk. But in real life, he has the disdain for black women. That's why he runs through them with reckless abandon and don't commit to not one of them. I've never heard Umar in all of my research tell one story about being in a long-standing relationship with a woman. How is that possible? And he's 51. Thanks, Randy. Daxter says, please, Jermaine, a.k.a. man. Okay, thanks, Daxter. You got to get it in. Poop Daddy also says he looked like he just turned the heat down. Yeah. He was in his mama's closet, looking all funky, as people say, looking all musty, and he's just raging. He's unhinged, too, and he can't control himself. Thanks, Poop Daddy. Miss Honey says that lady was wrong for going to the internet, and he didn't have to be disrespectful when trying to defend himself. She was extra from the start. I agree. I totally agree. I have videos of her, and you can tell something ain't right. She's off, too. She's off. She likes attention, too. That's the thing I noticed. You know, they like that attention, and Umar gets a lot of attention. So there's women that want to be around him because he gets attention. I mean, real talk. Do y'all really think that women want to be around Umar because he's a dedicated husband, or that he potentially would be a dedicated husband and a dedicated father, and that he's going to provide and protect? Y'all really think that's the reason why these women be going at Umar? No, that's not. A lot of them, they go because of the social media. He's just a bum from Philly. If he didn't have social media, these women wouldn't even know about him. They wouldn't give him the time today. Listen, Umar living in his mama closet in Section 8 housing, live streaming, looking funky and musty. He's a hoarder, got a chair in there that looked like Moses used to sit on it. He has rodents in there, literally. He don't have a job. He got 3 baby mamas. He don't take care of none of his kids. He's been on child support for over 22 years and don't pay child support on time, has had his driver's license revoked. He's been arrested for non-payment. His nephew said that he pulled a gun out on his own brother. Umar did. He's a scammer and a skeezer. Do you guys really think that woman, they see him as like, yeah, this is the one, yeah, he's going to be a great husband, a great father, he's going to provide and protect. No, that's not it. He's just a bum from Philly. Literally, he ain't got his own car. Living off of his mama at the age of 51. Enmeshment issues. I can go on and on and on. So yeah, Anaya, that's her thing. She wanted attention, and she's attention seeking too. That's the one thing I've been seeing a lot, and seeing a pattern with a lot of this stuff that's been going on with Umar is attention seeking. Thanks, Miss Honey, for the super chat. Kedar says he's no leader, a disgusting piece of a man. Yeah, he's not. In order to lead, you have to have a certain skill set. And one of the skill set is you have to have organization skills. He doesn't have that. You have to have some level of integrity. He doesn't have that. Okay, you can't be predatory. You have to be of service. That's part of leadership. Umar, he's not of service. Who's Umar in service to? So yeah, Umar doesn't have leadership qualities. He don't have no leadership qualities. Some people would say, yeah, well, he speaks well. Okay, you don't have to speak well to be a great leader. So that's not even necessary. Okay, it's a plus, but it's not necessary. Okay, Umar's not a leader. Okay, he's a bum from Philly, and he's been living off of black people now since 2011. That's 15 years. Thanks, Kadar. TJ says he hates women struggling with sexual identity. I don't think so. I don't think that. What I think, well, I know he hates women, but the second part, I don't think so. What I think with Umar is that he has a lot of mental and emotional issues, and he doesn't know how to resolve any of that. He doesn't know how to cope with any of that. And so there's things that he does as a coping mechanism that they're actually destructive. And it's dangerous too. It's dangerous to him and then the other people. So in my opinion, what Umar does, because he's emotionally unstable and he's mentally unstable, that he looks for things to give him some level of peace. And it's not just peace, it's also some level of control of himself. And he does that by attempting to control others. And he does that, the attempt to control others through, and as an example, through sex. It makes him feel powerful. It makes him feel desired. It makes him feel as if he's great. And then it gives him relief. You guys understand what I'm saying? So that's what I think that Umar, part of his issue is, and that's why he has these addictions, because these addictions function as coping mechanisms, but they're all destructive. Gambling, turning the heat down, shopping. He talks about these things too, but he's projecting. And yeah, sex, running through all these women. See, that's the thing. No commitment, because mentally, he's not in a position to even establish a commitment with a woman. I'm talking about up here. And emotionally, he's unhinged too. So what he does is he goes for the base levels, and that deals with sex, that deals with gambling, that deals with substance abuse and other things. Eating, okay? He's gluttonous. He has an eating problem. He likes to eat. He gorges. So that's what I think, TJ. Yes, he hates women. He has no love for women, but he sees women as a resource. Okay, here's a part of the narcissism too. He sees black women as a resource that he can use for financial reasons or for sexual reasons. And the sexual reason, it has a lot to do, in my opinion, with Umar's need. It gives him gratification and a release of the tension and of the stress of dealing with a life that is shit. Plainly stated. And it makes him feel powerful. It makes him feel desirable. It feeds his ego. So when these women open up their legs to Umar or do whatever else they're doing, it feeds his ego. But you know what? He always ends right back up in his mama's closet. So as a coping mechanism, it's not substantive. It doesn't resolve the issues. It gives him momentary relief from his mental health issues and from his emotional issues, and who knows what else other issues he got going on. That's what I think. Okay. Thank you, TJ. But I have to say, he is very sassy. And he be talking like a heterosexual man shouldn't talk, in my opinion. When he be talking reckless. Talking about booty. He called me a booty bandit one time, but he was talking right. He said hot chocolate in Utah or something like that. I said, what you mean hot chocolate? See, back in the day, you talk shit, you talk like that, you get your ass beat. I'm just saying, okay, I know it's different now. Let me take this back. I don't want people to get the wrong impression. I'm talking about back in the day. But Umar, he was talking like that. That was in 2022, I believe. Anyway, thank you, TJ. Pimp in Distress says, what else, Big Home? What's up, man? Said this man needs to seek some professional psychiatric help and fast. That's what I was just talking about. He needs help. See, that's why you guys, you'll see in the real world, you'll see people, let's say homeless people. You can, there's not all, but there are a lot of people who are homeless because of mental health issues. Okay, they haven't gotten the mental health services so that they can become functional in society, but they got to get their mind right first, and they got all these lingering issues and mental health issues and so forth and so on. And what happens is, for a lot of people who don't get proper services, is that the mental strain becomes so great that they begin to look for ways of coping with it. And drugs and alcohol, those are some of the, sex too. Some of the things that people get into. Okay? But what they really need is professional psychological and psychiatric services. That's what they need. And that's what Umar needs. Look at the SETI rant, how he's up and down. And look at the Zora rant, how he's up and down. And people send this guy millions of dollars and believe that the guy calls himself the Black Christ and the Messiah. What else do people need to know? This guy, listen, mentally, he's out there. And he needs professional, psychological, and psychiatric services. And this is not to say, real talk, that he hasn't gotten it. I'm saying that he needs a whole lot more. Because there are people, they'll get just enough of the psychological and psychiatric services so that they can get a prescription. Get the one if you know what I'm talking about. Thanks, Pimp in Distress. Okay. Yeah, you just do the pop. I ain't putting that on there. He said, y'all see the division, right? He's tripping. Okay. TJ says, Umar in between the sheets. That's a classic jam from back in the day. The girl of your fantasy. That was the jam. I can't remember who it was, but that was the jam. Shout out to TJ. Breshawn Marvez says, I would like to officially and scientifically challenge Umar's assertion that Neanderthals have flat backsides. Yeah, that's another thing. Umar, he talks like that. There's women all over the world that have big backsides and middle, whatever. I don't know how you would call it, or small or whatever. And same thing in Africa. You know, there's one that got some big old things. I got the middle sides, I've got the small ones. But Umar, for whatever reason, he thinks like, I don't get this guy. And really, why does it matter? We have our preferences though too. But see, Umar, he reduces everything down to sex and body parts when he talks about women. Okay. When he says cookies, that's reducing women down to their private parts, because that's a euphemism for the vajayjay. And then colorism goes into the hot fudge, the warm salt, the pink lemonade. I don't think he said pink. The warm salt. Maybe he did say pink lemonade one time. The African vanilla. He says the honey buns. I never figured that one. I think that's the backside. And then he said something about the breasts. I can't remember but he cut all that's the objectification. And then he tells black men that we shouldn't do it. Okay. And we shouldn't. Okay. But still, he's not the one to talk. That's the point. Anyway, yeah, Umar, he talks reckless, and there's plenty of women, quote unquote Neanderthal, how Umar says it. I apologize. You know, white women or European when they got some big old things. Okay, some got mid-size, some got smaller. But Umar, that's how he talks. But in essence, he just reduces women, no matter what, down to their body parts. Okay. Thanks, Bree Sean. SWT Meet 5251 sent in 200 jewels. Thank you so much. Said jamming. Thank you so much. And laughing disco. All right. Thank you for the gifts. And thanks everybody for all the super chats as well. We're going to go for another 40 minutes here. Jay Civic says his game is called false moral contrast, refers to a psychological and rhetorical tactic where a person initially highlights or exaggerates the bad behavior, corruption, or dishonesty of others to make themselves look okay. So this is called a false moral contrast. Learn something new every day. I'll read it again because he does this a lot. His game is called false moral contrast. Okay, FMC, false moral contrast. It's a psychological and rhetorical tactic, and it is definitely rhetorical, but it also impacts the psyche of whoever's listening, right? Where a person intentionally highlights or exaggerates the bad behavior, corruption, or dishonesty of others to make themselves look okay, or to make themselves look better, right? Well, that's Umar. Perfectly stated. That's what this is. It's a false moral contrast. He does that all the time. There's other people who do stuff like this, though, too. Officer Tatum does that. Okay. He often talks about, he puts up like all these horrible examples of black people doing horrible things to make himself appear, you know, and their behavior, bad behavior, corruption, they're dishonest, but it makes himself appear to be better than these black people. But he specifically selects from a very small segment of the black population to use to make himself appear to be better. Well, Umar does the same thing. That's why I tell people with Umar, if you listen to him carefully, when he talks about black people, most of what he says is negative. Okay, why is that the case? Well, no, this is what it's a false moral contrast to make himself appear to be better. And what's the irony is that when Umar talks like that, he's oftentimes, not all the time, but oftentimes he's projecting. He's actually talking about himself. Yeah, Umar, he's fascinating. He really is. He really is. The levels of hypocrisy in Umar are beyond reason. And I wonder if I don't even think he recognizes. I don't think he does. I don't think he does. That's what I'm saying. His mentals are so off. I think there's a lot of things that he does that he just doesn't even think about. You know, he's been living like that for a long time. And then he doesn't have remorse after the fact either. Because there's times where as an example, I've gone off on people. Okay, it happens very rarely, and they have to really go overboard and overstep enough boundaries for me to get to that point. But if I get to that point and I feel justified, and I'm not going to be nice about it. Okay, I'm not worried about people's feelings or anything like that. You already done poked the bear too many times, so here it is. Okay, and then after that, leave me alone. Okay, if you can't deal with it. But then afterwards, I may think about, says, okay, I could have handled this differently, or I shouldn't have reacted that way, or blah blah blah. So, but Umar, I don't think he has that. I don't think he's aware of his behavior most of the time, because Umar, his whole approach to his life is just survival. And when you're in that mode of survival, you're not thinking about long-term consequences. You're not thinking about other people. You're just trying to get. In Umar's case, he's trying to get the next dollar. He's trying to get the next cookie for relief. Okay, he's trying to get the next fix. Okay, it's just survival. And that's why his life hasn't gotten better, right? Thank you, Jay Civic, for this. Let me read this one more time, because this is something that Umar Johnson does all the time. It's called false moral contrast, FMC. It refers to a psychological and rhetorical tactic where a person intentionally highlights or exaggerates the bad behavior, corruption, or dishonesty of others to make themselves look okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Jay Civic. And I'll add to look better too, because I think that's one of the reasons why Umar, when he talks about black people, he disparages. Most of what he says about black people is very negative. Dwayne Thornton sent in a super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Is that DeMar says, scammer, skeezer, low down geezer? Put it in a song or a t-shirt. yeah, Lenon. Choose ye this day. Yeah. Yeah, he's a scam. That's old talk from when I was growing up. A skeezer. Yeah, he's a skeezer. Yeah. People been asking me to do t-shirts for a long, it's been a half a decade. And I've thought about it. I should do it. I would do t-shirts and I would do mugs because I like to drink tea. I haven't been drinking a lot of tea though lately because my doctor, he said you got to cut out any stuff that got caffeine in it. And it's not that I was purposely drinking tea that had caffeine in it, but there was tea that we would get that would have caffeine in it. So I haven't been drinking as much tea. I've been doing more smoothies and it's just this whole thing in terms of my doctor. He was like, you got to lose weight and there's some changes you got to make. And I've been on it. Thank you. Is that DeMar? I appreciate it. Okay. And then Jay Civic also says, and Cook Crush Chat, is it odd that a person's job is to speak to help each other through this journey, but that person knows the mechanisms, vocabulary to bring people to conform to their will and desires? Yeah, this is why Umar, in terms of a cult personality, he fits the bill. So the idea, I think, for Umar Johnson followers, and maybe even for Umar, is that he is supposed, for Umar too, that he is supposed to solve problems. I just think Umar takes it further. He's the Messiah. Okay, he's the Black Christ. He's the Messiah. He's like this godly figure, okay, in his own mind. Okay, that's why he gets into this rhetoric about the most requested scholar. He's King Kong consciousness. He's the Prince of Pan Africanism. Those are just steps leading up to his God complex or his Messiah complex. But he's called himself the Black Christ and Messiah, and a whole host of other things that are way over the top. Okay, part of that is the narcissism. But I think in Umar's mind, he sees himself as that. But then his followers see him. Some of them may see him like that, but I think most of them, they probably see him as someone who's going to come and help them. But the truth is that if you look, first of all, with Umar, he doesn't help people. He doesn't even have his own life in order. He needs help. I propose he needs more help in his life than his followers need, at least most of them. But the other thing is that as he speaks to his followers and the way that he speaks to his followers and his donors with the levels of disrespect and the sense that the entitlement, okay, this gets, and he uses the mechanisms and vocabulary, this is well said, he uses this for manipulative purposes. So that people, it's not, he doesn't want people just to follow him. He wants people to idolize him. He wants people to listen to what he says and to be obedient. See this? To be obedient to him, to not question him. He's even said that when he was out in Atlanta. He was raging. He said, don't you ever question me again. You guys remember that? It's in the documentary. See, a person who thinks like that, we're talking about megalomania. We're talking about someone who is narcissistic, and that is so true. The way that Umar operates, it's not to help other people. It's to cause people to conform to his wishes and his desires. Okay, and then we can break that down. What are his wishes and desires? I think fundamentally it's money. Okay, I think that sex is two. Adoration, praise, loyalty. He struggles with that loyalty piece because he doesn't do anything that would justify people being loyal to him. That's why when these women come out to speak about him and he expects them, after he done ran through them and had all type of scandal going on, he expects them to remain silent. But when they break their silence, he goes off because he expects them to be what? Loyal without any commitment. Anyway, this is very well said. Yeah. Thank you, Jay Civic. Okay, Randy says people were bringing that up earlier. Yeah, I know I missed your super chat, but you gotta change your screen name. Okay, okay. I'm not gonna tell you again. All right, thanks, Randy. Van Varner says opening a school will stop donations, so he won't. Opening school will stop donations. So I'm not sure what you mean, Van Varner. Opening school will stop. Oh, I see what you're saying. If he opened a school, it will stop donations, so he won't open a school. I don't think so, though. Let me explain why. And I talked about this a long time ago that, and I have an audio of this where Umar was, and this is what I mean. Umar he was being interviewed, and I don't even know if I have an archive. Hopefully I'll run back into it at some point. but he was being interviewed. It was a radio show. It wasn't video. And he stated that once renovations are done, because he was still collecting money for renovations, allegedly, he says we're going to start another donation campaign for operations. And I remember I said, oh man, this is a long con. This was years ago. A long con. Long con. I don't think I have that archive in my notes. I would have classified it as operations. Let's see if it pops up. Yeah, there's a video. He says, looking forward to operations because it will be easy. That's what he said. That was in 2014. Umar got okay, no, that's not it either. That's not, yeah, I don't think I have it archived properly. And hopefully I'll run into it again. But the point I want to make of Van Varner is that in Umar's mind, once renovations are done, he'll simply start collecting donations for operations. And that's the problem. Well, there's problems all the way across the board, but it's extremely problematic. I'll phrase it that way, because there's no way that Umar is going to be able to receive enough donations for operations in 1 year. There's no way. I'm talking about to keep this going. There's no way, even if he had children enrolled paying $500 a month, there's no way. If he quote unquote opened a school, he would simply start asking for donations for operations. He would probably ask for donations for operations in advance. He probably already has all that figured out. Once he has to stop with this lie about the certificate of occupancy, he's going to have to move forward. And at some point, he's going to have to say, okay, we passed inspection. He never will, but let's say he does. Then he's going to have to go to the next phase. I guess that would be decorations. Okay, but let's say he gets done. See, here we go. Once he finished with that, the last phase is operations. And once he gets to that point, he can ask for more money, but it's never going to be enough for 1 year, just 1 year of operating expenses. There's no way. Okay, thank you, Van Varner. Okay, thank you guys for all the super chats. Also, thanks for all the super stickers and all of the gifts. There is a poll question. Is Umar Johnson serious about opening up a school? I know we've asked this many times. 6% said yes, 94% said no. My answer is no. Make sure you vote on the poll. We're going to go for another 28 minutes here. We're at 248 likes. The goal is 400. Okay, so if you're enjoying the show, make sure you hit that like button. Okay, we've got about 700 people in the building. All right, let's get back to it here, everybody. So we're going to go back to Umar and his talk here in the UK. Shout out to the UK.
Been through a lot as black men. We go. Black woman is God.
Yeah, this editing is deplorable.
Black man, we've been through a lot as black men. We go through the economic crisis. We go through the mass incarceration crisis. We bear the brunt of what our community is not. But I want black men to understand something. We can heal our women. We can heal our village. We can heal our children. We can heal our community. But the only way we're going to do this, brothers, is if we do it together. The Negro.
Okay, let me say something. No, you got to heal yourself. And in order to do that, in Umar's case, you need to go get professional, psychological, and psychiatric services consistently, not just to get a prescription. But you notice he doesn't say anything about black men needing to heal themselves. See, if you heal yourself, you're not going to be a fucking deadbeat. If you heal yourself, you're not going to abandon your children. You see what I'm saying? If you heal yourself, you're going to commit to a woman. And you're going to be dedicated to her, and you're going to build something with her into the future. But he doesn't say anything about black men needing to be healed. At least I didn't hear it. Let's go back. Maybe I'm wrong.
We can heal our village. We can heal our women. We have incarceration crisis. We bear the brunt of what our community is not. But I want black men to understand something. We can heal our women. We can heal our village. We can heal our children. We can heal our community. But the only way we're going to do this, brothers, is if we do it together.
See, he didn't say heal ourselves. That guy right there with the yellow and green looks like my dad. That's hilarious.
The Negro has to kill his ego. I said the Negro.
Well, he kind of does. At least when he was looking down. He don't look so much when he's looking up.
Has to kill his ego. If the Negro can kill his ego, there's no limit to what we can do for our people. So black men, let us stand.
Yeah, Umar, he's extremely egotistical, so he's not the one to talk.
Is one. Whether you Rastafari, whether you Hebrew, whether you Moor, whether you Nawapian, whether you Pan Africanist, whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, whatever you believe in, let that be ourselves. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about us. Brothers and sisters, the diaspora is going to become more anti-black over the next 10 to 20 years. Britain is going to become more anti-black. France is going to become more anti-black. Belgium is going to become more anti-black. The United States, Canada, Brazil is going to become more anti-black. Why? The white man's numbers are getting smaller and smaller every day. The Chinese numbers are getting bigger and bigger every day. The Indians' numbers are getting bigger and bigger every day. So the world outside of Africa is going to become more racist. It doesn't mean we got to leave, but it does mean we got to organize. The Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey said the greatest weapon used against the Negro is disorganization. We have to unite. We have to unite. Oneness. Oneness of mind. Oneness of purpose. Oneness of spirituality. Oneness of agenda. Oneness of action. The way we activate divine consciousness. Not exactly where I was. I think I had an ADHD moment.
Yeah, what happened? I wasn't even looking. Did they edit out the video?
Oneness of mind, oneness of purpose, oneness, oneness of mind, oneness of purpose, oneness of spirituality, oneness of agenda, oneness of action. The way we activate divine consciousness.
Yeah, I wonder what happened right there.
Got exactly where I was. I think I had an ADHD moment. An ancestral diversion for a
higher development. Yeah, he did admit it. I have that in the documentary. He admitted it, but he says it doesn't exist. He's so conflicted.
In development. Speaking of ADHD, black parents,
there you go.
As a psychologist, keep your children off that Ritalin.
Okay, he's not a practicing psychologist. He's just a bum from Philly who has a doctor and he has a PsyD. That's all.
As a psychologist, keep your children off that Adderall. As a psychologist, keep your children off that Cycler. Keep them off them drugs. Your son don't have ADHD. He has ain't no daddy at home disorder. ADHD.
There you go.
His father. He don't need the dope. Stop vaccinating our children. And I want to say this. The African Union is doing all it can to fight for reparations. But we have to do our part in the diaspora. Brothers and sisters, we have to unite the diaspora. Last year, the African Union declared 2026 to 2036 to be the year of African reparations, the decade of African reparations. So let us do our part in the diaspora. We got to start having conferences to unite Black Europe with Black Canada, with Black America, with Black Mexico.
Yeah, see, it's always about what we need to do. It's never what we are doing with Umar, because he don't do nothing.
With Black Panama, with Black Brazil, with the Black Caribbean. Understand, most of you here, just like me, we are the children of the transatlantic slave trade. We are brothers and sisters. We are the descendants of the Ma'afa. We are the ones who have inherited the pain, the legacy, the prophecy, and the destiny of our ancestors. sisters, let us do the work of organization. Let us do the work of reparations. Let us do the work of liberation. And brothers and sisters, let me say this. As hard as we struggle for justice, as hard as we fight to overcome white supremacy, we cannot forget that we have to be humanitarian with one another. We cannot forget that we have to practice compassion with one another. Some of us are so filled with hate for the white man that we don't have any love for the black man. What good is a Negro who hates his enemy and also hates his brethren? You got to love your brethren, even if you hate your enemy. So let us learn humility. Let us learn compassion. Let us learn forgiveness. If you cannot
what does that mean? That doesn't make sense.
forgive, you are not a revolution.
Okay. I saw the big man. He said Black Mordor. Okay. Okay. Man, I need to put them on my phone. I got some of them on my phone. Some of the Lord of the Rings stuff I need to put on my phone. Okay. Anyway, thanks, big man. Salute, sir. Van Varner says he's a perpetual principal of a non-existent school. Yeah, there is no school, and he's not a principal either. And he did work as a principal for a matter of months. He acts like he was a principal for like a decade. Thanks, Van Varner. Jay Civic says Umar Johnson speaks against the very thing he is. Yeah, he does a lot of projection, a lot of it. Let me look this up. Why do people project? People project because it is an unconscious defense mechanism used to protect the ego. When individuals face unacceptable thoughts, fears, or flaws within themselves, acknowledging them causes emotional pain and anxiety. Shifting those feelings onto someone else makes the internal discomfort easier to handle. Yeah, that's Umar. Yep. Thank you, Jay Civic. Big Man also says, today on Words with Dr. Umar, today's word sign. Umar, we're going to go down there and sign. That's what Umar said. He said we're gonna go down and sign the. I don't want to say it, but that's what he said. He sure did. Then he was like, "Oh, excuse me, that was a slip of the tongue." No, that's what you was thinking, because he looks at these women that come to these events as that. That's why he's doing this in the UK, talking about the black women are God. See, you have to diminish women to a certain level in order to exploit them on an extreme level. And that's what Umar Johnson does. He devalues black women. He'll talk that talk, but that's just running game, as we used to call it. But in terms of his mentality towards women, he has a very negative view towards women. He doesn't trust women. He don't trust black women. He don't care for black women. But he'll talk it. He'll talk that talk. But he does that for exploitative purposes, so that the black women around him, he's about black. Yeah, but he ain't married not one of them. He got 3 baby mamas and don't take care of none of his kids. Well, that's Umar. See, he sees black women as just objects that for sexual and financial exploitation and domination. And that's it. And that's why he'll talk like that. See, if that's not in your vernacular to call women bitches, you're not going to slip up and call them that. It's not going to happen. But if it's part of your vernacular, this is how you talk behind the scenes. Yeah, there's going to be instances where you're going to slip up. And Umar, he slipped up. Okay. Thanks, big man. Van Varner says he should just do speeches and not fundraise anymore. Yeah, but he wouldn't make enough money to live out his lifestyle. He needs both. He also needs his mama's assistance too, because she gets a check and he's in charge of that as the primary caretaker. See? He needs charity. He's like a leech. So he actually needs both. Both. If Umar just did speeches, he wouldn't make enough money. Someone made a huge point too. We're going to wind this down. We're going to go for another 15 minutes. And I do mean 15 minutes because I got to go to bed. Someone made a huge point. They had posted in the comments section. I'm trying to now. I don't forget what the point was. So we were talking about speeches, fundraising, making enough money, and he has to do both. He's in control of his mother's finances. Yeah, I can't remember what the thought was, but someone it was huge though. It would have been perfectly connected here. If it comes back to mind, I'll bring it back up. Speeches and fundraisers. Speeches and, oh yeah, this is it. So and it's true. If we look at the Umar Johnson timeline, Umar wasn't doing a lot of podcasts back in the day. He would do some. Okay, he would do radio shows too. But I'm talking about specifically podcasts where there's video. He would do the Breakfast Club, Art of Dialogue a little bit later on. He's supposed to be on the Art of Dialogue over the next, I think they're going to have the video probably the next week or so. But and they were explaining how what Umar is doing now is, and this is part of the reason why he doesn't go up there at these trap battles to beg for money, because he's not getting the type of money he used to. I've actually stated that. So what he's done is he's shifted to whatever brings in the most amount of money. And it's not FDMG donations anymore. It used to be, but not anymore. So what he's been doing is more podcasts, and they pay him. And if we look at this historically speaking, he directs his time and his focus towards whatever brings him the most amount of money at any given time. This is to say, Van Varner, that let's say if in a year, let's say if in 3 months, donations start rolling in because he goes back up there and fools people into thinking that the school's about to open, or we finally got our certificate of occupancy and people's going to start sending money. Umar will focus on that until such time that the money starts to dry out again. And then he'll go back to doing other things. Whatever it is that brings him the most amount of money, that's going to be his main focus. He'll do other stuff too, but that will be his main focus. Okay, so an important point. But Van Varner, I want to reiterate that if Umar simply did speeches, he wouldn't be able to make enough money for his lifestyle. He has to do both speeches, he has to do podcasts, and he has to do fundraising for FDMG. And truth be told, he shouldn't have to do any of this. He should with his degrees, he should just go and get as they say in the UK, a proper job or start a proper business. Yeah, I never understood that until recently. Like, what does that mean? They keep saying proper. Okay, thanks, Van Varner. User 225 says, okay, then I changed my pick. How I look. Okay, this is a lot better. Okay, I just have to say. Thank you for the super chat. And then Big Man says, Black Alamo. That's a new one. Yeah, Black Alamo. Okay. So I've never heard that in my life. Okay. Thanks. Salute, Big Man. Thank you for tuning in too. Good to see you. And thank you for the super. Everyone else, so thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the super stickers, or if you sent in the gifts. Let me check the poll right quick. Is Umar Johnson serious about opening up a school? 6% said yes, 94% said no. Our goal for likes is 400, and we are at 269. So we probably won't get to 400. Let's try to see if we can get to 300. Okay. What we'll do with the remaining time, we'll get through this video, and then we'll have a reset for next week, and we'll get to these other two. One of them is from 2024, but another one is from a couple of days ago, and he gives a speech. It's about 24 minutes long. It's this one right here.
The category of special ed service, not just in Philadelphia, but throughout the country.
Yeah, notice you rarely see Umar wearing the same clothes. Okay, he'll wear the same jeans sometimes and the Nikes, but I'm talking about the dashikis and stuff. That's expensive. Okay, let's get back to the video.
You got to be able to overlook the faults of your brother and of your sister. How can you forgive white people who scar you every day, but yet you won't forgive your brother or sister for the slightest imperfection in their character? Listen, all for one and one for all. If I hurt, you hurt. If you hurt, I hurt. If you hungry, I'm hungry. If you homeless, I'm homeless.
Umar, you talking about yourself again. He's been homeless since the end of 2019, and he's always hungry.
If I'm homeless, you homeless. Until we see ourselves as one body.
Well, just because you homeless don't mean I'm homeless. I don't want to hear that, Umar.
Until we see ourselves as one person, until we suffocate the ego of the Negro, until we kill the cancer of capitalism, until we decapitate the selfishness at the heart and center of our tribalism, we will never be free. Marcus Garvey said, if we got to know ourselves today, we'd be a new people tomorrow. So let's get to know ourselves today, brothers and sisters. Listen, racism is not the biggest problem. It only looks like it's the biggest problem because we are not united. This world cannot stop a united African people. This world cannot stop a serious African people. This world cannot stop a dedicated African people. But we just can't talk about it. We just can't tweet about it. We just can't Facebook about it. We just can't Instagram about it. We just can't TikTok about it. We got to organize about it. We got to plan about it. We got to meet about it. And we got to finance about it. Brothers and sisters of England, brothers and sisters of Europe, we have to finance our liberation. Yes, we're fighting for reparations, but we cannot wait to get them. We will continue to fight for reparations hard, but we will not wait. In the meantime, the white man is gaining ground on us. In the meantime, the Chinese is colonizing Africa. In the meantime, the enemy is colonizing the Caribbean.
Yeah, he really is. He's just running his mouth. He ain't saying nothing until he conquers Denny's. yeah. Umar, he gonna keep running his mouth until he conquers Denny's. All right, big man. Thank you for that super chat. Tanya sent in a gold coin. Thank you so much. 10 jewels. Thank you so much for that gold coin. I appreciate it. If we wind this down, here we go.
We will fight for the reparations, but we will not wait. Let's use our money now. Let's use our resources now. Let's use our time now. Let's use our intelligence now. Let's stand by one another now. Brothers and sisters, let's get serious. If this is the decade of reparations, so says the African Union, let us do everything we can to do our part to make sure Africa gets free. Because the one thing we want Africa to know, and I think Africa already knows it, I was with President John Mahama at Temple University in North Philadelphia right after he came from the United Nations, where they voted in March of 2026 of this year that the African slave trade was the greatest crime ever perpetrated against humanity. And I was in Ghana when he was sworn in to be president. I got my citizenship in Ghana last year. But brothers and sisters,
so what? Don't nobody care. He probably gonna start talking about how he's related to Frederick Douglass, and he goes down the whole line. That's probably what he's gonna do.
Sisters, we have to be about the business of Black Africa, and we have to be about the business of Black Europe. We have to take care of Ghana, and we have to take care of London. As Pan Africanists, we fight on both fronts. We fight at home, and we fight abroad. Africa for the Africans, those at home and those abroad.
Stop screaming.
I want to close with a quote. She wrote, you know, before Harriet Tubman started working on the Underground Railroad, she wanted to go back home to Africa, brothers and sisters. Harriet Tubman was a Pan-Africanist. She wanted to go home, but she couldn't get there. So she started working on the Underground Railroad. Queen
Yeah, I didn't know that. I did not know
Mother
that.
Harriet Tubman always took a gun with her on the Underground Railroad because she said every once in a while there was some scared Negro who would want to turn back and go back to the plantation. And she said whenever this happened, she would cock her rifle.
This is a horrible story. Damn. I didn't know she was gangster like that. She was like, motherfucker, you ain't going nowhere. I got to be my rifle. Let me stop. You better be on your way ahead of me. All right. It's a horrible story. If you would figure if he's talking about, I was going to say Mahalia Jackson. If he's talking about the Underground Railroad and Harriet Tubman, then it'd be like an inspirational story. Umar turns it real bad real quick. Okay. TJ said she didn't play. Obviously, she didn't. All right.
To the head of that scared, shaking Negro. And she would say, quote, dead niggas tell no tales. You go on.
Damn. Let me stop. I ain't gonna do that. That's not funny. I'm not going to do that. Y'all gonna get mad at me, so I'm gonna let that one go. This is a horrible story. Somebody said Suge Tubman. It's Suge. All right. Okay. Patrick said Uncle Alert. Thank you, Patrick. Patrick sent there 440 jewels. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Next time make it 880. Okay. Okay. It does. It sounds like a horror. Them poor slaves. That's why a lot of them didn't want to go. They said, nah, I'm good. I'm sorry. I should have did it. I was holding back for about a minute. She's like, break yourself, fool. It's like, okay. All right. My bad. I should have did that. Now you guys see I was holding back. So at least give me credit. Don't be mad. I was holding back because that's too far. Right? These poor slaves. Okay. I know I shouldn't have did it. Here we go.
Or you die here. And she said, because of that, I never lost a passenger and I never ran my train off the track. But Queen Mother Harriet Tubman, Aramin Terrell said, I had just one regret. All my years fighting against slavery, brothers and sisters, I have just one regret. She said, I freed hundreds of slaves. I could have freed thousands more. The problem was, they didn't even know that they were slaves. Brothers and sisters in London, we got to know better. Let us raise our consciousness. Let us raise our courage. Let us raise our commitment. Let us raise our consistency. Let us raise our creativity. Because one day you're going to wake up and the whole African world will be at war. I believe the next war will be a war to free Africa and all of her scattered black children. So stay in shape, exercise, pray.
Huh? Out of all people, did this guy say stay in shape and exercise? Yeah, Joshua, these are things that he don't do. So what, is he insinuating that you need to stay in shape and exercise so that even still, he not the one to talk.
Meditate, but I believe one day soon, it may come before you go to the ancestors.
Okay, go ahead.
I believe God is going to raise up black people.
Yeah, did my daughter come on the screen, y'all? Let me know.
Against the world to take back what he gave us. It is Africa versus everybody. One God, one aim, one destiny. Black London.
Well, he got him riled up, that's for sure. Okay, cool. Because she was trying to get the puppy's leash to go take him out. Chino, big Chino. I call him because he's been acting up. I call him Mr. Skittles. Yeah, that's what I call him. I said Mr. Skittles. Okay, well, I think that's it. Let's see if there's any other talking about Umar, but I think that's it.
Before I leave the stage,
here you go.
Some photos. I want to big up the organization that brought me here today. The African Reparations Day Council. And I want to big up Baba Nana Kwaku on the stage. I don't think we understand what it takes to put these events together. I don't think we understand that when we come to an event for a couple hours, it took a couple months to get it done. I don't think we understand the pain and the time and the energy and the sacrifice that was involved for the African Reparations Day Council and Baba Nana Kwaku to get this done. So brothers and sisters, in the spirit of African solidarity and liberation, make some noise for the African Reparations Day Council and Nana Kwaku. Black power. Black power. Stay me. I got 3 books here. They're all about your heritage, your ancestors, because he's an ancestor of Frederick Douglass. Yellow!
No. He's not an ancestor of, well, in the first place, he's not related to Frederick Douglass. But it's not that he's an ancestor of Frederick Douglass. That's not what Umar says. He couldn't be because he would be dead. Umar claims that he's a descendant of Frederick Douglass, that Frederick Douglass is his great cousin through the Bailey line, and this connects to Stephen Bailey. Okay, but the point is that Umar's he's not related. His daddy took a DNA test and it came back that they're not related to Frederick Douglass whatsoever. So this person, what he's saying here is not true, and what Umar says about his lineage is not true.
Your ancestors, because he's an ancestor of Frederick Douglass. Yeah, defend.
Yeah, don't give the mic back because he's gonna start running down his fake lineage.
Now we got 3 books here. I'm gonna want to auction them, and if I auction them, he must sign them. Yes? Because we are a voluntary organization. You understand? We don't take money from the state. Because when you take money from the state, them dictate, and to that we can't relate. So we don't want them to see our fate. Yeah? So I look for enough to put some money on we plate. So we're gonna auction these books. Yeah, we're gonna do a quick auction. A woman start. No, a woman and fold the start.
Okay, let me skip through here because it's time to go.
About what can we do together to help?
There you go.
Brothers and sisters, I will be back in England to debate at the Cambridge Union in October.
Oh.
And I will be in Dublin, Ireland for the first time.
Dublin, Ireland? What in the world? Yeah, he said he's going to be debating again. Shout out to the Irish.
September the
I think them Irish wouldn't be looking good, y'all. Real talk, but that's just me. Yeah. Especially the ones that be fighting.
And I will be in Sweden as well. And I believe that's October or November. But I want to say this. I want to host because I want to take this decade of reparations real seriously. I'm going to bring to the UK about 50 of your American African brothers and sisters so we can have a meeting of the minds.
Okay, why don't you just do a Zoom call? He ain't gonna do none of this anyway, but why don't you just do a Zoom call?
Children of the slave trade have to come together and sit down, and we have to discuss, and we have to dialogue, and we have to debate, and we have to deliberate. What can we do together to help ourselves in the diaspora and help the motherland as well? And then I'm going to hold another conference in Brazil. Brazil is already working right now. And once we have that set up, I want to invite you to come with me to Brazil. And I want to say this to my beautiful African British queens, as I said it to my beautiful African American queens. I have been all over the world, and I have never seen black women embrace their natural black beauty the way our black.
Okay, this is him again. He's running game here. Just to be clear, he's not interested in any of that. That's why he was dealing with that stripper that had blonde weave. You guys remember what I'm talking about? See, this is one of Umar's talking points, and this is just running game on you black women to manipulate you. And he'll say things like, you know, natural hair and, you know, beauty and all this other stuff. That's just to get you all emotional, right? And giggly, so that ultimately he can exploit you. Okay, I did a video on this too. Let me see if it's, here it is right here. I know I said we're gonna be done, but let's take a moment to play this. Let me just play.
Shock about the wifey resumes is that I'm getting them from a lot of women who are processed. They have processed hair, like blonde. And I'm like, what?
They didn't do their research on you guys. Apparently not.
Why would a sister with
and she's feeding his ego
blonde hair send Dr. Umar a wifey resume?
And look at this guy. If you guys study these cult leaders, and you can even some of them, not all of them, but the guy, I think, what was that guy's name? I think it was the Heaven's Gate guy. Yep.
But you know, Dr. Umar, you may be that one to help them recondition himself.
Again, this is her. She's feeding his ego.
I agree, but it's somewhat of a turnoff because you're coming to Dr. Umar and you haven't yet reconciled with yourself on accepting traditional African beauty standards as your own.
What are you talking about? They do weaves and perms in Africa too. Shut your up, Umar. So stupid.
Like, that is a prerequisite. That should have happened.
Extensions and everything. They've been doing that way before. Anyway.
Before
you came. You know what I mean? So
see, that's also kind of, he wants to present himself as like the authority too, but that he's the prize. That's another one of the problems. And that's why these women that glazing and these women that, they feed his ego like Hanera does, it's a problem.
Those have been the shock, the age and the fact that most of the sisters who sent me wifey resumes are not natural.
Yeah, so he'll say that, but back in the day, and some of y'all remember this, Hit the One, he was dealing with a stripper who had kids, and she had that blonde weave, and he didn't have no problem with dealing with her and running through her to Hit the One. Yep.
At the end of the day, none of it, absolutely none of it, will change his behavior in 2015, just 3 months ago. Nothing will undo his actions. Nothing will undo him taking responsibility for his own behavior. Now, his own behavior in handling this situation confirms exactly what I said. You all could see how he decided to handle this situation, and you all could see for yourselves from him, from his own words, that what type of person he is, who he really is, how he handles situations.
The other shock about the wifey resumes is that I'm getting them from a lot of women who are processed. They have processed hair, like blonde. And I'm like, what?
They didn't do their research on you guys. Apparently not.
See, he talks all that talk, but he likes the stripper types. He that blonde weave, and not that stripper type want to wear the blonde weave. I'm saying that for Umar, none of that matters. All this African this and African traditional African beauty and blah, she needs to be natural. He don't give a shit about none of that. He will run through whatever he can, and if she has the blonde weave, he get extra excited. He was dealing with this stripper back in the day. She was on the pole and she sent text messages. She was going to make a donation, so she went to get on that pole to make a donation to FDMG. So he can talk all that talk, but he's not about that life. That's what I'm saying. All he's doing with this young lady in the video we were just watching is grooming her because she's younger.
But it's somewhat of a turnoff because you're coming to Dr. Umar and you haven't yet reconciled with yourself on accepting traditional African beauty standards as your own.
Nah, there we go. Go ahead and pick up them berries one time. I want you to
see. Notice how everything is a command, and what he wants, I want. You can listen for this with Umar. Pick that up. Do this. Do that. He doesn't ask. The megalomania, narcissism.
Let me turn this around. All right, break it down. Talk to the people.
Okay, guys, my name is Kijai, and I am here with my business.
Yeah, it's sad too because he turned this lady out. I ain't gonna say too much more. but he sure did. It's sad.
Johnny's gourmet strawberries. This is from my sweets boutique, and I'm gonna open it up so you can see. And we put the remix on the regular chocolate covered strawberries. We have butterfinger, cookies and cream, almond, cherry berries, coconut, drizzle berries, heath berries, bling berries. Y'all, we got it
And
all.
Papa Berry.
Yes.
There
Yes,
you go.
so hit us up. When you come to Cincinnati, make sure you come and check us out.
Tell them who those for.
These are for Dr. Umar.
Did y'all hear that?
Special, Dr. Umar.
Special for me. Do not hate, ladies.
Yes, he remembers from like 5
Do
years
not
ago.
hate.
Yes, he remembers.
Yeah, this is another thing that Umar Johnson does is he attempts to make women in his live stream jealous. That's why he posts a lot of pictures of women on his Facebook page, on his Instagram page, because it's a tactic to make women jealous. It's sassy, but he enjoys that type of manipulation because it feeds his ego. You know, let me show you who I'm with. Let me show you, listen, I'm kissing on this one, I'm hugging on this one, and blah, blah, blah. These other people are going to be jealous, so forth and so on. But this is all about manipulating other women so that they, you know, they're going to pursue him. He's a agent of chaos. That's the term that comes to mind. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, baby.
From 5 years ago. So yeah, every time he comes to Cincinnati, he can always come and get chocolate covered strawberries.
Stay right there.
Yeah, see how it's a command? Yeah, my other daughter taking the puppy out. He's so spoiled. Oh, I'm moving the wrong thing. That puppy is spoiled.
Hey y'all.
My berries. Who you make the berries for?
Dr. Umar.
See this? Now, this is him with his predator protocol. He's sizing her up. He told her where to stand, and he wants to show the audience that he's doing this. But see how he gets on the backside of her? Okay, what do y'all think is coming next?
Only Dr. Umar. Okay. I love you. Thank you.
See? That's that sneak kiss.
But fellas, let's be honest. We ain't ready for it either. We got some stuff we got to do because slavery has taught us to sexually objectify the black woman's body. So when we see a black woman, we don't see a queen, we see boobs, we see breasts, we see hips. That's what slavery did to us. So we have to de-objectify the black woman's body. Like people often say, like the children in school, they say, Dr. Umar, in Africa, do the women walk around with their breasts out? I say, yeah, some places they do. Most places they cover it up though. They say, well, ain't that kind of nasty? Ain't that? I say, no, because the breasts are not for sex. Breasts are for feeding children. But the European objectified the black woman's whole body. And so now the breasts are now sexual. When before breast was about life. Okay? The buttocks was never sexual, but it is now. So you have to look at the perversion that has taken place amongst us as a result of slavery.
Damn, she had a fat ass. Shut up.
And you know what's funny? When I'm in the line, I can't look at their ass because all the guys is looking at me and I'm going to look at their ass. So I can't even get a look at it.
No, you can look at their ass. Why you can't look at her ass?
It's not appropriate.
Wait, so you look at it. You watching to see what you gonna look at?
All the dudes watching, when the girls come in the line, they're looking for you.
So what?
And I wanted to see her ass, but I couldn't look.
That's stupid. You can look. Oh yeah, that was cute.
See? So he'll talk all that talk about natural, but he'll deal with strippers that got blonde weave. I can pull up other examples. He had a sex worker over there in Ghana, and she had that weave going on, and her friend had weave, and he was all up on her backside and sneak kissed her too. Okay. So he's over here in London talking this talk, but he don't live none of that.
I have been all over the world, and I have never seen black women embrace their natural black beauty the way our black Brazilian sisters do it. Hands down, they are the most proud of their skin. They are the most proud
Here he goes.
of their natural hair. They are the
Why does he say Brazilian though?
most proud of their natural physique, their nose, their lips.
Yeah, he did the same thing to Suki Hana, that lady Suki Hana. He got up on behind her and sneak kissed her. I can pull that up too, but we almost done.
I'm telling you, I never saw so many natural-headed black women in one country.
I never saw. Okay, 16.
Country as I saw in Brazil. And when you join me there for the reparations conference in Brazil, you're going to see what I'm talking
Yeah, that's why he's bringing up Brazil.
about. And then we're going to do another conference in the Caribbean, and we're going to do another one in Central America. I want to do these all over the diaspora. And then we got to do one in Australia as well, because we don't want to leave nobody out. But we have to unite the diaspora so Africa knows we are serious. Africa should not be dependent on China. Africa should not be dependent on Europe. Africa should be depending on her own scattered black children. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? We can free Africa ourselves. Now, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You can't free a whole continent. It's massive. It's just ridiculous. Okay, delusional. Thoroughly. Umar can't even keep his room clean talking about he's going to free Africa. Michi sent in 2 jewels, Silver Star. Thank you so much, Michi Montana. Thank you so much. Big Man says black tuna melt. it's so random. black tuna melt. Okay, thank you, big man. Van Varner says he talked that hype just to lay pipe cookie. That sounds like it's from a rap song, but it's true. He talked that hype just to lay pipe. Cookie Monster. All right, thank you, Van Varner. Where are we at in here? I'm almost at the bottom. Then we wrap this up. We're supposed to be done 16 minutes ago. U225 says this pics is asking me by. Oh, okay. Well, welcome, my Asian African. My Asian African. Okay. Big Man also says Umar bragged on Father David, a.k.a. throat toe tune. This is from back in the day. I mean, one time Big Man called him, well, I was going to say something else, but it was, I can't remember, something about his throat, because when he would talk, it sounded like he's congested all the time. So Umar bragged on Father David, a.k.a. throat toe tune, like auto-tune, throat-o-tune show, that he learned to make movies from film legends Spike Lee and Mr. Marcus. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who Mr. Marcus is, but I'm not gonna look it up, because you did that to me one time. He said something. It was like Buchaki or something like that. And I said, what is that? And he was like, don't look it up. And I accidentally looked it up, and it was a mess. Okay, thanks, Big Man. Those are the old days. Rashawn sent in 440 jewels, says, Uncle Alert, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. And then a lady says, free Africa. He can't get free from his mama's closet. That's my point. He can't even get out of his mama's closet talking about he's going to free a whole continent. And Africa is massive. People don't realize how massive it is. We've been given these the wrong maps. You got to get that one map that gets you a better idea how huge it is. Okay, but he's just running his mouth. There's a lot of that type of talk, how they're going to be, we're going to liberate Africa. You need to liberate yourself from the nachos. Let me stop. TJ says Umar doesn't even believe his own advice. No, he doesn't live by it. That's why I say he's a hypocrite. A lot of what he says, he doesn't live by, including that, he wants natural women. That's not the case. I can pull it up right now and show you when he was over there in Ghana and he was dealing with that sex worker up over there, and she had all kinds of weave going on. And eyelashes and all that stuff. And listen, I don't make me no difference. I don't think men should be talking like that about what women are doing. Like, I just think it's sassy. Real talk. When we grew up, we didn't do that. And he's 51 and he's still doing that. I think it's very sassy. And it's inappropriate. But he will, whatever he can get, he'll take it. But he'll run this game, though. Okay, we're almost done. Here we go.
Once I'm done,
thank you.
I'm gonna find a place to take as many pictures as I can.
Roland Baba Diddy says, do you think he'll make an FDMG London campaign? He's already done that. He ran down a list, and I have the video because he was being interviewed. He was out there. This is years ago. He was out there in London, and he was being interviewed, and they were at not a cafe, but a restaurant. It was really nice restaurant, and the food, you can tell, looked like gourmet kind of. And they were talking about FDMG, and then he goes, "Yeah, we're going to have FDMG in Manchester, and FDMG London, and FDMG Yorkshire, and FDMG." He was running out because he's really good at whatever that's called, knowing different states. I don't know all that kind of stuff. He's really good at geography. And he ran down, I can't remember how many. It was at least 4, 5, maybe 6. I mean, it could have been 7 of them of different places in the UK, or in the UK. And that's because he was out there. And during that time, I mean, he would do that anywhere he would go, wherever he would go, and including in other countries. He would say that he wants to start an FDMG there. That's what I'm saying. FDMG is not just Wilmington. FDMG is the scam, and the scam is not just St. Paul's either. It's every time Umar told people that he's going to open up a school in their city or in their state or even in their country in some cases with no intention on doing something and doing that, because they gave him money, because they said, okay, in London, let's give him money because he might open one up here in London, but he has no intention of opening up one in London. He can't even get out of his mama closet. See, that's another scam. So every time he go to Detroit, that's another scam. He go down to Atlanta looking for a quote unquote school, that's another scam. Notice how at the end of the day, Umar, he gets this trap bundle in Wilmington, Delaware, and listen, it's a short drive from his mama closet. How many of y'all know that? It's a short drive from his mama closet. Y'all think that's by accident? See? So he's already had a London campaign. He's had a campaign in Ghana. He said he's going to have a satellite FDMG over in Ghana and then take the kids from Wilmington to go over there for a certain part of the year to study over there and then come back. Who's paying for all that? Yeah, he's diabolical. Thanks, Roland. Oh, I see what you did. Okay. I just realized what you did. Okay. U225 says, it gives me life that I look better than who I look. All right, U225. Boy, you wow. Okay. We're going to finish this up for show, right? For show now. Here we go.
And I don't care if I'm out here all night. I'll take every last one. Y'all know how I roll.
See, and when he's saying this, when he says taking pictures, it's mainly he's talking to the women here. And then he says he got to stay there all night. This is just him setting it up so that he can crush some cookies. Hit the one.
I want to give you my phone number in case you need to reach Dr. Umar. Maybe you want to work with Dr. Umar. Maybe you have.
See, again, this is part of the predator protocol here. He wants to give out the phone number. He wants to take pictures. He'll tell them to make sure you send me your picture. So that way, when they send the picture, he'll have the picture and how they look, but he'll also have their phone number. And then from there, he gets back to the hotel, predator protocol, and then he'll text these women back and forth and try to manipulate at least one of them to come back to the hotel motel so that he can crush some cookies. This is the predator protocol. Yeah, it is. It's predatory. It's totally predatory. Okay, and you can and no one can say that he has love or respect for black women because he's done this all over the world. He's over in the UK doing this to these women. Jay Civic says, I can tell you with the utmost confidence, if FDMG opens, nothing changes within society. Nothing. Trust me when I say this. No, it's true. And if it opened, I'm telling what I'll take it a step further, Jay Civic. If it ever opened, Umar would be facing so much litigation. There'll be lawsuits all over the place. Sexual harassment, talking reckless to the kids or worse. So if it ever opened, yeah, no, it's not going to have any positive change for society or for the community. That's not going to happen because Umar's batshit crazy. He's a sociopath. See, that's what I don't understand. Why do these Umar Johnson followers who sent this guy millions of dollars think that somehow Umar is mentally equipped to do something like this so that ultimately there's some sort of positive change in society or positive change? I don't get that. No, what will happen is soon after he opens up the doors, okay, and again, this is hypothetical, okay, soon after he would be facing all types of litigation. Look at how he talks. You mean to tell me Umar, with his megalomaniac, and he has control of other people's kids, and then he also has access to their mamas, because that's what this is. He wants a sex code. FDMG is supposed to be a sex code. The best thing they could do is to purchase this house 2.5 blocks from these trap banners in Wilmington, Delaware, and then call it an alumni house. It's an art gallery where these women that glaze on Umar, that's part of his harem, they be up over there. So can you imagine Umar actually having control over people's children? And then also the mothers of these children. That's why he often frames this whole dialogue about his school, about the single mothers. He would be facing so much, there'd be lawsuits upon lawsuits upon lawsuits. But thankfully, JCSU, he's never gonna get to that point. He ain't gonna open up nothing. He may fake it, but he ain't gonna never legitimately open up anything. Okay. Thank you, JCSU. Your kids will see this as, I think he positions himself behind them so that they can feel the Shango and hopefully they will be his next cookie. Yeah, I think that's part of it too. And it's inappropriate. It's actually, I don't know. There's a term for this. I'll phrase it this way for you women who are here. Okay, I'm just going to say this. If there's a man, and even if you know this man, and they make a decision to come up from behind you and push up on you, if that makes sense, and even if they're taking a picture and they didn't ask you for permission, is that not a violation? It's a violation. Real talk for you men. If another man did that to you, I know it's okay. Just follow me on this. Without your permission, would it be a violation? So why is it that Umar does it and does it consistently, and it's not considered to be a violation? There's another term for it. I can't think of it right now. That's what I mean by Umar will be facing so much in terms of lawsuits and litigation. I got to change this battery out. Yeah, he positions himself that way so that he can not only get a picture, so he can show it on an Instagram page. He'll do it on video form to make other women jealous. Okay, I mean, he's so sassy, but also he's testing the boundaries. He's also pushing the boundaries. It's called grooming, and how that woman reacts to him getting up on her and got his stuff all up on her backside. That's to Umar as a predator. That's information that he needs to make the next decision. Okay. All right. Thanks. Your kids will see this. Okay, I got to change this battery out. Let me let this play. I'll be right back.
An idea for Dr. Umar. Maybe you're dealing with issues with your for Dr. Umar. Maybe you're dealing with issues with your children. And you
see again, the children. He has to put that in there, but he's not talking within the context of a father being around to help with those issues. Umar becomes that father, but it's for sexual exploitation of these women. Okay, let me let this play. I got to change this battery.
You need to talk to Dr. Umar. Maybe you got mental health challenges of yourself and you need a conversation with Dr. Umar. You can message me directly or you can message me on WhatsApp. Let me give you my number 3 times. +1 for America. 215 for Philadelphia. 989-9858. I repeat, +1 215-989-9858. One more time for the Snow Bunny Hoppers. +1 215-989-9858. We organize to free ourselves. We do not organize to hate anybody. To Caucasian nation, if you care about freedom, justice, and equality for African people, you don't have to join our organizations. You don't have to join our missions. Go into your own community and fight the white people who are oppressing black people. Stop coming around black people. You don't end racism coming around black people. White people need to go around white people to fight white supremacy, brother.
I was saying, what is he talking about? That doesn't even make sense. Says user needs compliments. It's Thirsty Thursday. Is that what you call it, a lady? It's Thirsty Thursday? Okay. All right. Taco Tuesday, Thirsty Thursday. Thanks, a lady. Let's go. We're almost done.
We don't need no white saviors. We don't need no white Jesus.
This guy right here need to cut it out because he know he be at home playing a Nintendo, the original. He need to cut it out. He be at home playing Zelda. Stop playing.
We don't need no white Jesus. Everything we got to do, we're going to do it by ourselves. Just like everything y'all do it by yourself. So we say white power to white people, red power to red people, brown power to brown people, black power for black people. If Europe is for the European, and if Asia is for the Asiatic, and if Israel is for the Jew, then Africa must be for the Africans, those at home and those abroad. Black power.
Brother Umar got a gift for you. There's a t-shirt here. And here's something from, I want you to open that, then I want you to read what it says. Well, are you early Kwanzaa Zawadi?
African Reparations Day Council, an Afratificate, I like that, of cultural honors to the Prince of Pan Africanism, Dr. Umar Ifatunde, for his relentless, unyielding service in the advancement of total liberation of African people. A special thanks is extended to Dr. Umar from the Pan-African community of the United Kingdom. This Afratificate is presented by the African Reparations Day Council in the African community of the UK. 1st of Mosiah, August the 1st, 2026. London, I love you, Black Power.
Did he say thank you? I wonder if he said thank you, because he rarely does when he gets stuff like that.
Black Power. I just got one more thing to say.
Here he goes.
And I want y'all to shout it as loud as you can. For every African all over the world. For every bunny hopper all over the world. And y'all know what it is. Are y'all ready, ladies? Black Queens forever!
Yeah, that's what he's going to be remembered for. That and the school scam. But that is shucking and jiving. That's like dynamite. JJ used to say dynamite. Same thing.
Well, now people, listen. I don't want anybody to rush him. Just let him just rest, because he came in this morning and he hasn't had no rest. So I'm going to do the auction, but I'm going to bring on, we got some artists and we just got to get through the artists and very quickly. Yeah, so without further ado, just give the big black and fat to Bada!
Yo, DJ, you got that right thing ready. You know what, I did a thing earlier, but most of you weren't even here then when I did. I said, you have to get this again. Yo.
All right, and there you have it. So we've gotten all caught up on that. Next week, we'll pick up with this video here. We haven't covered it.
And what I want to say about
And then I want to go back in time and get into this video right here from 2024. Also, for members, we did a members live. So if you're a member and you haven't watched it, make sure you check it out. It was really, really good too, by the way. Shout out to all of the members. And that was just part one. We're actually going to start a series. We've started a series dealing with Cheyenne Bryant, but there's another individual that's way off the chain too. Well, I can't, I was going to say that's off the chain too, but he's way off the chain. And his name is Jaquel Pitts. And we're going to be getting into him further as well. So I want to thank the mod, also thank the mods for handling business here during this live stream. Also, thanks to everyone who sent in super chats, super stickers, or if you sent in gifts during this live stream. Humbly, thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I truly do. I do not take y'all for granted. And thanks to everyone who tuned in to this live stream. Our goal was 400, but we weren't doing too well on that to start, but we did get to 300. So that's perfectly fine. Thank you guys for that. Please have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Okay. And as we always do,
I'll continue with my message. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10.
Thanks, a lady.
Had that. Thank you, sister.
Love you too. Love all y'all. Let's go. Yeah, this is Black Mario. Next time, make it 20 scammer videos. I did the video editing. We got a whole lot more to get into in the near future. I appreciate that $10 donation. Thank you, Francisco.
I really do.
And I got your breakdown. I read through everything with the buildings over there in the UK. Interesting information.
Make it 20.
Big Ben and all that stuff.
Next time, make it 20.
All right.
She came up
Jimmy
smiling after the program was through. Said, brother, here's $10. I'm supporting you. I looked at the queen and I nodded my head.
Salute, James. I got your email too. I replied.
Sister, then this is what I said.
Thank you,
Next
Carlos.
time, make it 20.
Times are hard. I understand. Everybody doing the
Salute,
best
Gillarder.
they
Thank you.
can, but dreams this big take
Yeah, good night,
more than
Courtney.
hope. We're trying to build, not barely cope. Everybody saying,
Oh, my mama.
tires.
Thank you,
We not
TJ.
selling water ices.
Yeah, good night, T.
We
Jones.
building
Thanks for handling the mob business as well. I appreciate you.
We not fisking flat tires. We not selling water ices.
Here go Michael.
We building institutions, family.
You guys know how Michael does. Yeah.
Next time, make it 20.
Thanks, Akilo.
If the blessings come your way, I
Big
appreciate
incoming.
the 10. But
There you
here's
go.
what I gotta say. Next time, make it 20. Let the whole congregation see. We not fisking flat tires. We building institutions, family. Hey. Oh,
Thanks, Deborah.
Oh,
Stoic. Thank you so much. Shout out to London. Yeah, thanks to your kids.
People asking questions every
You're so
single
welcome,
day.
Joshua, Sonia
How
is
you
in the
gonna
building as
build
well.
it? How
Good
you
night.
gonna pay? I say one donation, one dream at a time. Everybody pitching in to help us climb. This ain't about quick fixes. This ain't about
Barry, thank you. You're so welcome. Thank you so much for keeping us laugh and have a great night. Lennon and Cookie. Yeah, you too. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. And you guys are the best. Cookie Crush Chat is the best.
We building institutions,
Thanks, GTO.
family.
Yeah, salute, Kogo. Thank you,
We
bro.
not fisking flat tires.
Say
We
what's up
not
to the
selling
puppets.
water ices. We building institutions, family. Next time, make it 20.
Next time, make it
If the
50.
blessings come your way, I appreciate the 10. But here's what I gotta say. Next time, make it 20. Let the whole congregation see.
Thanks, Valerie Sanders.
We building institutions, family.
Yeah, good night. There they go.
Institution builders.
They cutting that grass.
Institution builders. Yeah.
What we doing?
Building institutions, family.
What we not doing?
We not fisting fisk and flat tires. What else?
We not selling water ices. One more time.
One more time.
We doing it.
We building institutions, family. Now everybody clap your hands.
Hey, welcome, Gary.
We not fisk and flat tires. Right side sing. Right side sing. Everybody together. We building institutions, family.
Oh, did I miss something?
Next
Okay.
time make it 20. When prosperity comes through, I appreciate the 10, and I appreciate you too. Yeah. Next time make it 20. That's the message for today. Yeah. We building institutions, family, and we're doing it all the way. We not fisk and flat tires.
Yeah, I think
We
I got
not
everything.
selling water ices. We building institutions, family. We not fisk and flat tires.
Good night to all the pajama mamas.
Ices. We building institutions,
All you
family.
pajama mamas in the cookie chat. I
Next
ain't never said that. Salute to all the pajama mamas in the Cookie Crush chat.
Make it 20.
All right. Shout out to Black Morrow. Thank you guys again for tuning on in. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. Also, enjoy your weekend, too. I don't plan on live stream unless Umar does something way out of control. Please have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And thank you for taking the time to hang out with me. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. And again, Sherry says, thank you so much for keeping us laughing. Have a great night, Lenon and the Cookie Crush chat. Okay. Thank you for that. Again, I have to always reiterate, thank you guys for all of your support, your attendance, and I really do appreciate it. Okay. I love y'all. Take care. Peace.